Okay. Alright. Hello, everyone. For those who are coming in, I hope everyone's having an awesome day.
Seri_bot said Seri_bot is here. Siribo arrive. Botrix official said be a support hero today by using commands like support.
Okay. That's connected. Alright. And we go to okay, and then we go to here, and we go about okay, there we go. Alright, let's just wait for everyone to come in, so I have some time, so I'm going to draw a little bit, and then when people come in, we'll start with the thing. Alright, let's see. I'll do this one. I'll wait till you guys come in and then we'll get this party started. Okay, let me put this away. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't fuck off or anything. I'll just wait till everyone comes in and then see who comes in and we'll start. If there's not a lot, then I won't do it. Okay, that's open. Just make sure that's open too. Okay, cool. All right. All right.
As other video.
All right. So this is a video that I found. Where are you?
Show Smith.
Oh, there it is. So this is a video from NBC News saying that Will Smith is accused of using AI in his faking his videos or his crowds or his concert stuff. Man, has the mighty has fallen, bruh. This is not good. So let's see where this goes.
Performing for large audiences. One person saying the fact that he's using AI to fake the crowd when he's actually playing in front of a pretty big crowd already is insane.
We think what happened is they took a still image from a real scene and then animated with AI for a few seconds. And so is it real or is it fake? A little bit of both.
Hey, Will, on top! The harsh backlash coming after a rough few years for the rapper turned superstar actor who stayed out of the spotlight for some time after the infamous Oscar slap in 2022, an incident he apologized for. Last year, he came back to the silver screen with the release of Bad Boys Ride or Die, grossing $400 million globally. Smith tried to ride that momentum with the release of a comeback album in March titled Based on a True Story, but it's not the chart-topping success he was previously known for.
Live_134 Ilavu said, "Hi, it's my birthday today."
Oh, snap!
His response:
Is your birthday? Okay, I got you after this video.
making light of the whole thing, posting a non-AI clip. And as the tech advances, the meme becoming almost a test of how good AI is getting.
If you look at the trend for the last 1, 2, 3 years, the technology keeps getting better, blurring the line from reality and fiction.
But fans not letting these visuals get by them. One user accusing Smith of doing it for the purpose of getting attention, adding, "It seems to be working."
Yeah, isn't that what Hollywood is all about, trying to get attention? But listen, you make the point, Stephen, the consequences for AI that's looking so real these days, it's far more than just, one individual actor who may be, trying to buff up his reputation. It deals with the news business, with politics, with everything.
Yeah, it certainly does, Tom. It really comes down to trust. If your favorite performing artist enhances their videos with AI or makes them with AI altogether, then maybe you take their future videos with a grain of salt. But when we see politicians saying stuff that they never actually said in some fake AI form, then it's not just dishonest. It can be downright dangerous. And one of the warnings we heard from the experts in this piece is right now there are those telltale signs of people's faces and hands being distorted. But in a few years, maybe even in just a few months, it could be difficult, if not impossible, to tell fake from the real thing, Tom.
Yeah, look out for the six-finger hands. Thank you very much, Stephen Romo. We'll be right back.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app.
Yeah, we're not doing that. You NBC motherfuckers can eat a slobbery, big, wet cucumber. Anyway, so yeah, so that was the Will Smith situation where Will Smith is using AI to fake his videos. Now, the irony in all of this is that the irony in all of this is that bro don't know how to use AI and get away with it when people was using his face for AI. That's funny. That's actually strange and funny. Sadly. Lav, you still here? Let's see here. I don't know if she's still here or not. Hold on. Am I on mute? No, I'm not. I think I'm super loud, but am I on mute? I don't think so. Nope, I think she walked away. Oh well. I was gonna sing her the happy birthday song. So this is Beard Meets Food. And I actually enjoy his videos because it makes me hungry. So let's see what this is about.
So this is Chicago, eh? It's nice. I do not find it to be the least bit windy. Although, it probably will contribute to an increase in atmospheric wind. Once I'm finished with today's challenge, this is the place. Fontano subs. Let's do it. I'm here to do, there's like a giant meatball sub challenge. Is that okay? Yeah? I didn't realize it was a shop.
Yes, it's a little shop.
Yeah, it's cool.
A mom and pop shop.
A mom and pa shop.
Yes.
The best kind, the best kind. Alright, here we go. Are you up for the meatball challenge? Eat a 3-foot homemade meatball sandwich with cheese in 1 hour and you'll receive the sandwich for free. Winners also receive a $50 Fontano's gift card, a t-shirt, and your photo on the Fontano's Wall of Fame. I love that it's basically a grocery store and a deli that also does a food challenge. It's a little janky, but it's got a lot of charm. I like it.
And it's not that it's janky or like it just feels out of place. Like it's a restaurant and we call it it's a restaurant, a deli, and also a grocery store or a bit of a convenience store. I don't know. I know trying to hit all cylinders, but Jesus, that must be really annoying to do all that stacking and supplying.
Please. It's a 3-foot long meatball sub.
Yes.
And you have 1 hour to do it?
1 hour to do it, and if you you can't get up out of your seat, you could just stand up and, you know, in the same spot. If you feel like you're getting nauseous, if you feel like you're gonna gag, if you're gagged, you're disqualified.
Okay.
And if you're feeling
Hey,
sick,
me girl.
no.
What's going on,
like
hon?
that, we don't want
I
you
hope
to
you're
get
doing awesome. I hope you're having an awesome day. I hope you're keeping positive. That was Liv. That's Liv that left. Oh, that was Liv? Was that Liv?
Yes, we had an incident before that the guy threw up behind the customer and he had his headphones in his computer and it was not a nice scene. He was very upset because he had all throw up in the back. So
I won't do that, I promise.
Okay.
Swear. And if you win, you get it for free and you get a t-shirt.
You get a $50 gift card cash, and then you get a t-shirt that you conquered the Fontano's Meatball Challenge.
Awesome. Right, I get a little sneak preview here. This is big. Really big. Oh, it's coming.
Hey, bud. How you doing, Bri? I hope you're doing well, my friend.
Thank you.
I hope you're doing awesome. Love having you here, my dude. Even though you're my mod, love having you here.
Yeah, got it.
I'm taking a picture of you.
We give you 1 hour.
Okay.
To complete the Meatball Challenge. If you feel any sick, if you gag or throw up or comes up, you are disqualified. If you feel sick
bud.
or anything, please.
Hope you're doing well.
Just let us know so we don't want you getting.
I get it. Nobody wants to see that. I know.
No.
Fontano subs in Little Italy on Polk Street and Carpenter.
Always, my dude.
I think that's what she
Always.
said. Oh, man, I should have started this early because the meatballs are really soft. You're allowed to cut it before the timer starts, in case anyone thinks I'm cheating.
Go ahead, start.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. We're gonna need it.
Yeah, after the events of last week's episode. Ooh, this fella's curious. Yeah, after last week's debacle, we could probably use a bit of luck. Not least because this sucker weighs in at 7 pounds apparently. It's about the weight of a freshly born, healthy wee humanoid. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the episode. We're in Chicago today at Fontana Subs, where they offer this now legendary provocation of gurgitation. And if you can finish it within 1 hour, not only is the meal free, but you get $50 too. It says gift card on the signage, but they changed it to offer cash money, which is handy.
Oh, thank you.
Godspeed, man.
Thanks. I'll need it.
You said that already, you dweeb. Ooh, look at that. That's a bold look. Neon helmet paired with a Hawaiian shirt. Slick.
Are you going to eat the whole thing?
I'm gonna do my best.
I notice in his videos, there's always old people that's always coming up to him. I noticed this now. Every time this dude's always eating, you notice elderly people are very late to very middle-aged people. Like it's like old people in their 40s and 50s, 60s, and probably even 70s be walking up on this dude and always asking, "You gonna eat that?" Like, fuck yes, I'm gonna eat this. Like, I ain't sharing.
Yeah, I couldn't even eat a fork for that.
Now there's a man as honest as he is stylish. Lots of characters in here today. Always makes things more fun.
Oh. 30% of the way there. Ish. Actually, I think that first piece was probably...
Just to make clear, we are going to be doing reactions today a little bit. I tried to get the videos that we was doing reactions on, and I kind of realized that some of them didn't capture sound very well, so most of them had to have been scrapped, which sucks, I know. Even the anime ones, I'm sorry. But I'm going to make sure that next time when we do these videos, that the sound is captured, or there's not too much distortion that's happening. That's one. Two, today, I'm going to just wait for people to get in till we get a good sizable amount of people. And then we can go back doing the, the Pikachu thing. I'm just waiting So I'm gonna make like 3 quick male or 4 like male poses, and then we're gonna go straight to the Pikachu thing while we do reactions. I'm just waiting on people to come in so we can get more of an audience. So
slightly smaller than the remaining 2. These meatballs are fantastic. They're really, really good. They're good, right? You had these before? Yeah? Here are more meatballs in the middle. It's kind of centrally loaded.
I mean, it seems like a sensible way to load a sandwich, which is going to be really difficult to carry from the kitchen. Oh no, the guy, that dude he's leaving. I was kind of hoping he'd stick around for maybe a few more witty asides. Sadly not.
How you doing?
I'm feeling good. Sorry. They're big on table manners here. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose given the story she told a few minutes ago, you can see why. Imagine sitting there minding your own business on your lunch break, whipping out your laptop, and seconds later, somebody throws up all over you.
How am I doing?
Great job.
Still a long way to go. Almost 66.6% of the way through.
Oh my God.
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Do you have any like cheese sauce or anything like that? Any kind of creamy sauce? Is it okay for me to get up and get a drink? Yeah, can I get anything diet and fizzy, like a Pepsi Max fizz, but no sugar. Diet Pepsi, you know, trying to stay healthy.
Okay.
Thank you, thanks. I don't know how many times I've done that joke while filming, but like it has to be over 100. Right, come on. A little cheese sauce on this would have been perfect.
Yeah, indeed.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even though it's like that's like a big sandwich, I don't think that's a big challenge. It doesn't look. I think anyone can actually eat that a certain amount of time. I don't think that thing looks as big. It's kind of normal. Not gonna lie. Looks like a normal size. Like if you took like a $5 foot long and just kind of stretched it a little bit, but you know it doesn't look all that like gigantic. You know.
Here is
Gigantic.
Or criminal on the run. The shirt's criminal, that's for sure. Nah, I'm only playing.
I'll get that out of the shop. Right. Come on.
Alright, down to the final third, and a good, 48 minutes left? I'm doing alright here.
I've seen you.
Yeah?
Watch you.
Oh, thank you. I did, yeah. I just came over from Canada, yeah.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you, I appreciate
I know
it.
you can do it.
Yeah, oh, thank you, thanks.
If I get really busy, just yell it out. I'm done.
Okay, thank you. In case you're wondering how big the meatballs are, that's how big they are. I don't know if you can see that. These are the best meatballs I've ever had. Serious, straight up.
Straight up, governor. Wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. Quite the compliment, although at the risk of tarnishing it, I am no meatball connoisseur. Actually, I think the ones that come in a can are pretty good, but these ones are, proper homemade Italian-style thingies.
Hi, Ari.
Moist, flipping ginormous. Thoroughly enjoyed them. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, I'll catch you next one.
Huh? I want that. There's still more mouthfuls to get. You never know what's going to happen, you know?
Hello.
Alright, this is Big Meat's Food, and that was Fontano's 3-foot sub challenge. Just about beaten.
Good job.
Oh, thank you.
Way to go.
There's a little bit of sauce on my hand, I apologize.
I don't
It's
care.
delicious though, I mean, if you want a little snack
This
on the way
place
home.
is great.
Yeah, the meatballs,
Yeah.
best, honestly, best I ever had.
Good.
They're
Damn,
incredible.
I want a meatball sub. And I want a meatball sub.
It's nice to meet you.
Last time I saw you were in UK at a pub.
Yeah.
A lot of fries.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Oh man.
This is one of those times when you kind of step back and think, how did that actually fit inside me? Because I remember how big it looked at the start. Must have been hungry.
That's incredible, man.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks.
7 pounds in 18 minutes.
I've been pretty terrible lately, but that wasn't bad. Purple, oh man, that's cool, yeah. I don't have many of those. Thank you very much. Meatball challenge, just eat it. I did. Didn't have. Oh,
We pay you for eating it.
No, you can keep that.
No, we pay you for eating it.
Can I just give you this? That's me. Take it. I'm not taking it off these people. Nah, no worries, man. Alright, they didn't have too much in the way of desserts, so I got a cookie. Which apparently are freshly baked, and I could smell them when I came in. It smells incredible. They do taste good.
Thank you, Ari.
I had to have the cookie. They're homemade, apparently. Oh, that's delicious. What do you reckon? Wrong hand. That was pitiful. How good is this shirt, by the way? You don't often get winners' shirts in purple. Love it. Can I get another one of those cookies?
I told
They're yummy.
I told you.
One more. Thank you. Couldn't just have one.
All right, that was bear versus food. Now I want to do one more video with him because I see a picture that looks really yum, and I want to kind of see. Let's go! Let's go!
Starting to feel backed up now. What is this, episode number 6 in this little series? Got a bad feeling about this one, you know. Should taste good though. It's a giant lobster roll, which I realise is like the most middle-class sounding eating challenge you could think of. Should be a laugh though. This is a place.
Oh, that reminds me.
The Shuki.
Right, I saw the latest episode of Gachrakuda. My God, that went crazy. That shit went crazy, yo. Like the designs on the characters are fucking crazy. I love the art, the character designs on Engine and all of them. Like I got to see like the 2 new characters like they just brought up in the latest episode with Jabber. I was like, bro, let's go. Like, bro, like the fight was awesome. I love how they I forgot the blue-haired one with the staff, but like
said, I know, right.
That went crazy. I was like, yo, Jabber, the voice actor, perfect voice casting for Jabber. Like, let's go. Like the way you can tell. Like, bro, his voice, I was like, yeah, I can see Jabber talking like this. It's like, yeah, who's the voice of I forgot, Okarun? Oh my God, Zanka. There it goes. It was Zanka. The fight scenes, oh my God. Loved every second of it. I love Gachrakuda, bro. Like, it's one of my favorite, like, top 5 favorite shows to watch. Like, it's crazy.
Hi, how's it going? I'm here for your giant lobster roll challenge thing.
Yep, I'm Darren. I'm the one that was talking to you.
Ah, Darren, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Right, so the owner just told me that it weighs 8 pounds. So this is gonna be tough. It's like I think the sandwich is 6 pounds, and then it comes with 2 pounds of fries. So hopefully I can do it. I don't know. Interesting choice of music there, Andy. So it took Randy 48 minutes to do this. Oh my days. This is gonna be hard. I think it's almost ready. I've seen it already. It's an intimidating looking sandwich. Oof. It's times like this, you know, where I think, how is this going to fit inside me?
And then it does.
We'll see.
Every time.
We'll see. I'm a little bit worried about this. This is a large sandwich. You think I could do it?
I think you can do it.
Yeah.
It looks like you can do it easily.
That's what I want to get. Easily? I don't know about that.
No, this stuff's good. It basically does real good.
Yeah, this is my job. It's a tough job, but nobody's really got to do it, you know. But I do it. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, yeah. I'm actually not
I know this is a silly question, but I wonder if a dish tastes really good, does that make it easier to eat it? Or if it was ass, would you still eat it? Like, will it be just as worse? Like, okay, so like say like a burger, like he ate it like a giant burger, and the burger tastes good, right? But what if he had eat another burger that doesn't taste as good? Would that make it difficult to eat it faster? Probably. I would say, babe, most likely, because something tastes like ass, it's gonna probably want to make you want to vomit. So that might make slowing down the process of eating. We should do that more often. Instead of the food tasting good, the food has to taste like ass. I think that's a challenge in itself. If you can eat the food and it tastes like ass, now it's not like the food is like cooked horribly or anything. The food is just not appetizing, right? So if the food tastes appetizing, right? Unappetizing is that a word? Unappetizing. And you have to eat it a certain amount of time, I think that's ground rules for even more prizes to a degree, because most people want to eat it. You know what I'm saying? Compared to something that tastes really good, that probably makes it more easier to eat it. But after a while of eating it, like a certain amount of time, you might get sick of the taste, but it's still labeled as good. You might just feel a little sick because you ate a little too much. But if you eat like something that's ass from the very beginning and it tastes like ass, just imagine you have to eat it for like an hour or something. That's horrible.
Hopefully I can still get it done. Alright, my place called the Shucking Shack today, which is in Wilmington, and I'm taking
to a soup eating competition.
Yeah, it will be. The nasty patty. You're not wrong, Mike. Mike's here. Hey, bud. Hey, Mikey. What are you doing, bud? I hope you're doing well.
on there. It's got a weird name, right? The Mega Gregor Challenge.
So it is a 4 pounds of lobster. We got a pound and a half of French fries. We've got a half a pound of coleslaw, about a half a pound of our Gregor sauce, just in case you want to dip on a 22-inch French baguette. We drizzle a little extra sauce on top because a little extra never hurt anybody.
It does look delicious. Look at this. You get 1 hour to finish, right?
Yep.
If you can finish, it's free and you get a t-shirt.
That's right.
If you don't finish, it's $200 and you go on the wall of shame.
That's right.
I can't lose, man. If Randy did it, that would be really quite shameful if I lost.
Are you ready?
I think I'm ready. As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oof, indeed. Hold on to your oars, people. This one is no joke. Today we are eating what I am reliably informed is the world's largest lobster roll. And as if 4 pounds of lobster on a 24-inch baguette is not enough, you've also got to finish the fries and the coleslaw.
A lobster roll? Have I ever had those? I don't think I ever had a lobster roll before. And if I have, I don't remember, like, the taste. Wait, let me make it a little big real quick. That shit looks salty. Alongside with the fries. That shit looks salty, bro. Hey, Emmy! Hey, Teach, how are you? I'm doing well, hon. I hope you're doing well. I'm glad that you're here today, and I hope you've been practicing. And how's your leg? I hope your leg is doing well. I know you said you injured it, so I hope you feel better. Hi, all.
But this is a lot of lobster.
How is it tasting so far?
It tastes fantastic. There's just a lot of it.
Yeah, you can say that again. The aim at this point is really just to eat enough that we can start to see some of the bread underneath.
How's it going, man?
Outstanding.
I wonder if that was his attempt at my catchphrase. At least it's in the video now.
Good?
Hey, this is good. You enjoying your oysters? Yeah? I can see bread. I can see bread. Thank God.
Yeah, the first step towards victory. Incidentally, if you don't manage to crush the crustacean inside an hour, it's $200 and an eternity on the wall of shame.
I can eat it now.
Worse, actually. No! Why? Why are you feeling worse? No! You should be, like, resting and stuff. Shouldn't you be healing up?
Like a lobster roll supposed to be.
Yeah, that does mean the hard work is just about to begin, though. This bread is not to be trifled with. It's crusty. And yes, that pun was intended.
How you feeling so far?
I'm feeling good.
Clearly it tastes better than the rest of the challenge, right?
Yes, but it does cost $200, so...
Yeah, they asked for that, really. I think it would be hard for something this expensive not to taste good, surely. Oh, here we go. Rolling the sleeves up, it's business time. I should say, if you notice some weird scan lines on the screen, it's not my fault. I mean,
well, I took off today. My mom yelled at me for it, so I have to go to practice tomorrow. You have to go to practice tomorrow because you took off? Well, I took today off, but my mom yelled at me for it, so I took today off. From work or just from school or something. They're good. Red Lobster used to sell them at a reasonable price. Also, I have a theory about Fat Burger Challenge. Wait, the Fat Burgers Food Challenge. It's to get around the supersize food scandals. Is that a thing? Is there a video on that? If you have something, send it to me, Mike.
I mean, it is my fault because I didn't compensate for the dodgy lights they've got hanging from the ceiling. But you have to give me a break. That's the least of my problems here, really.
Hello.
The least of them.
Hey, Pyle.
Hey, we're celebrating our 41st anniversary.
Yeah?
You can do it.
Congratulations.
Okay. Practice.
What do you say? Get a to-go box? I could never. Yeah, sure, man.
Just don't hurt yourself too much, okay? Okay.
Sorry if I
Welcome.
smell like seafood. It smells good.
We're doing reactions and artwork.
I'd say good luck. I don't know.
Hey, that could be a first, you know. I'm not sure if anyone's jumped in for a selfie midway through a video before. Collector's item right there. Ooh, we're almost done with the roll.
A lot of lobster. Almost there.
Damn, bro ate all that? That's crazy!
Nah, you're fine.
This is the part I'm enjoying. The lobster's good. I don't really want to eat the fries. That's a problem.
That's a lot of fries. For me, the hardest part of this challenge would be eating the coleslaw.
Why'd you remind him of that?
You don't have to remind me of that.
Yeah, you know, neither am I either a huge fan of coleslaw. Fortunately, this one actually turned out to be pretty good. Fresh, I'd say. Not too thick.
The trouble with lobsters, it doesn't really go anywhere. You know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah, bro ate all of that. That was crazy.
So just sticks inside you.
And bro, that's a lot of carbs because that was like a giant fish bread thing, lobster thing.
Said I'll take the fries.
Yeah, I'll take the fries too. I'll go for the fries. He can have the lobster thing. I'm not a big lobster fan anyway.
All seemed really difficult to move down the old food pipe. Nothing a little shuffle won't remedy though.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, they might be razzing me a bit, but I think deep down they want me to win. Nice of them to keep me well plied with fluids. Any luck, we'll have a Diet Coke airdrop to the table anytime now. God knows, I'm incredibly likely to need it for this amount of fries.
How long have I been going?
1910.
Oh my god. That gives me 40 minutes though, right?
40 minutes. Yeah.
So we got plenty of time.
Yeah, but this ain't a question of time, old chum. It's whether you can fit another 2 pounds of food inside that belly of yours. It's been a long trip, and right now, it's anyone's guess. I'm slowing up, man. Look at this.
Gotta get that happy plate.
Yeah, we only have.
Give me a break, man.
He only has 2 pounds to go. Like in that case, he's done 6. Now he's at 2. So I mean,
20 minutes. Today's lobster 20 minutes.
the hard part's over. He's got it.
How many fries are there?
Pound and a half.
Pound and a half.
It's just a pound and a half, you know.
Just a pound and a half and half pound.
I think the only way he's doing this is, I would only guess that the only way he's able to eat this much food and not gain any true weight is that he's probably doing intermittent fasting. So he's probably fasting for 3 straight days straight, or 4, maybe 4 at max, 3 at most, maybe 2 at average, but 3.
Said he must exercise it off too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he exercises, but I think he does intermittent fasting. It's not easy. Because I do it once in a while, but when you fast for 3 straight days, oh my god, you feel like a straight up crackhead going through withdrawals. You go hunger withdrawals, but by the 4th day, you get that second wind of energy. You feel more lighter. You got that clarity, everything, because all the sugar you just kind of came out of your system. because it takes, I think, 3 straight days for the system for the sugar to actually leave your entire body. Not all the food, but a good amount of sugar.
Slay 3 said just came in to say hi and bye.
Hey, little Slay.
35 said don't remind
okay.
me. That's what I'm doing is intermittent fasting.
Yep.
Trying to lose some pounds, grinning face with sweat emoji.
You can do it, Ari. I believe in you, love. You can do it, hun. It's not easy, but I know you can do it. Because I do it here and there when I can. It's a challenge, I'm telling you, especially if you do it off and on. But if you practice it long enough, it'll come easier and easier. It will help you lose weight, but then again, you have to be very careful with it because it can get pretty dangerous per se. If you're not being careful.
Hey, it's Addy asks, hi Smile, it's been a bit since I've been here. True.
You been in here before? Hey, it's Addy. That sounds familiar. The Addy name. I remember the Addy part, but I don't remember if you've been here before. But if you have, welcome back! We're doing reactions as I do artwork, just waiting for everyone else to come back in, come into the stream so we can go do... Well, we'll still be doing reactions. It's just that I'm going to be doing the Pikachu animation that we're working on.
I don't want to eat the fries. The lobster roll was enough. I don't want to do it, but you know. I got it. Psychological warfare at this point, you know. Just gonna try and make it look as small as possible. What was the dangerous? The cardboard. Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, that makes sense. Okay, gotcha.
I'm definitely not all done.
Well, welcome back, though.
Yeah, no, I wish I were. There's somewhere to go, believe me. Luckily, you don't need to eat the mustard dip thingy that they give you, but since you do need to eat the coleslaw, I thought it might be tactically quite astute of me to kind of use that to freshen up potatoes.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
So I'm gonna start on the second bowl and bring it.
This is hard work. Starting to regret this now.
Yeah, you go.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
You don't have to cry. We know it tastes good. We know it tastes good.
Got up.
1.5 pounds.
Come on.
Legit, I think it's a workaround of supersized
Old school. For balling up the fries and everything. Cheap tactic.
I guess that's just a thing. Okay, that's just a thing. That's not like a YouTube thing. There's not like a YouTube video on that.
The coleslaw is delicious. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of coleslaw, but it's really sweet.
House made.
Yeah?
Okay, I gotcha.
Come on, we'll do this.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm just trying to scrunch them up, make it seem like there's less food than there really is, you know?
Already said that, sucker. Seems to be working though. We're getting there very slowly. But
No, I'm a bit of a sucker for when it comes to coleslaw. I don't know why. I don't like. I think that's the only thing I like from like KFC is coleslaw. I know that sounds weird because like I think a lot of people do not like coleslaw from like KFC or coleslaw in general because it's just like it's kind of strange. But then again, it's like I don't know. I really like the coleslaw from KFC. I don't know. I know it's like I think it's like a required taste. I don't think a lot of people like coleslaw like that.
35 said I don't mind the savory ones, but can't handle the sweet ones.
I have never seen the savory ones. I always had the sweets.
It's always a
I wonder what savory tastes like.
That face is not a good sign.
It's
Is that finished? The coleslaw? Yeah?
No, you gotta lick both.
Yeah, I'm not a dog lady. Even I have limits. A few mouthfuls to go now.
Check his pocket.
These are skinny jeans, man. You're not going to be able to get into my pockets when this is done.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to try. I think I might be single-handedly keeping the skinny jeans trend alive, actually. Bound to come back round eventually, right? It's got to.
Took Randy like 42 minutes, right? It took Randy 48 minutes. That punk. No, I'm joking. I don't.
If you choose to do it, are you gonna record yourself to do it? I know, I'm pretty sure, I think you said you're camera shy if I remember right, but if you do record it, at least you can always go back and if you win. And if you don't win, and you don't record it, well, if you don't win, you don't have to even put it up. If you don't record it, if you lost. But I would record it just in case.
I don't want to eat it like this, but there's no other way to do it, really.
And
I think that's two mouthfuls, I would say. I could try to do it in one, but it'd be a bit of a mess, I think.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, mate. This has been pretty clean by your standards. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you at the next one.
I did not think this would be this difficult. Alright. This is Babe Meets Food, and that was the Shook and Shack's Mega Gregor Lobster Roll Challenge. And it was really quite difficult.
Bro, okay, the video's pretty much done. I think he won. Good job, he won. But there's one. We gotta watch this one. Actually, there's two. Well, actually, there's two of them. We gotta watch at least two of them. You guys will not be disappointed. Okay, the first one is. This is from same guy, Beard Meets Food, and it says trying to beat the slice record of Gordon Ramsay's bombless pizza restaurant. Let's go! It's a good time when Gordon Ramsay's around. Is this at his restaurant or is he there? I wonder.
Right, so we're currently outside Gordon Ramsay's street pizza.
You're pulling my plonker now, aren't you?
Where for 17 quid, you could eat as much pizza as you want for 2 whole hours. Now, there's nothing new about unlimited pizza, but this is one of those places where they keep score of the record number of slices eaten, so I thought it might be fun to get inside there, see if we can beat the record. What is the record? 18 slices. 18 slices.
It was at this moment.
Does that make a difference?
He f***ed up.
I suppose it depends on how big the slices are. Should we get inside and find out? Who's gonna... See that?
I feel this is gonna be epic.
Magic, and we're inside. This doesn't look like a pizza restaurant now. Where's the pizza restaurant?
Upstairs, mate.
Upstairs. I think I need to do some more cardiovascular exercise.
Like 18 pizzas?
This is always a little bit embarrassing, but I'm gonna have to stretch out a little bit, yeah. They call this the Cobra Pose in yoga, which helps you with eating. But also, Mrs. Beard bought like a limited edition version of the Kama Sutra a couple of weeks ago, so I'm under strict instruction to become more supple, more limber, more flexible. So it's helping me with that as well. I realise it doesn't look normal. Deep breath.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. My bad. Good thing you said that. Okay, later, Mike. Thank God you said that. I would have not known.
Buckle up, folks. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Here, Mike.
Alright, so we're at Gordon Ramsay's Street Pizza today, and I'm going to try and break their record for the most slices of pizza eaten, which I originally thought was 18 slices, but apparently it's 38. 38, yeah. You need to update the website.
Wait, I knew.
You get 2 hours in which to eat as much pizza as you want, but you've got to finish your pizza before you order the next pizza. Costs 17 quid? £17.
Okay, it doesn't seem like Gordon Ramsay's in this video, but he's at his restaurant, so I guess that counts for something.
Said 38 is more like it.
38?
What, 4 or 5 different pizzas you could choose from?
Yeah, we got 5 on the menu and then our daily special one as well, so you've got 6 different ones to get through.
Do I get anything, so you got some hats and t-shirts over there, do I get a hat and or a t-shirt if I beat the record?
I'll a free t-shirt in there for you, you can do it.
Nice. Better do it then, 38 sounds like a lot. You reckon I can do it?
I think you got this. You got this in the bag.
Because you've seen my videos.
Whoa. So this is the first one, margarita to start.
Thank you very much, buddy. Smells good. Who's good? Ooh, crispy. We might need some dip, you know, if I'm gonna break that record.
It's small, but he's gonna get in pieces. He's gonna get. It's gonna start small. I think it's gonna be more and more and more as they go.
I thought I'd start out with classic margarita, cheese and tomato, and then we'll work on to some of the other flavors as we start to get flavor fatigue. You're just thinking that, like I'm in the spotlight, yeah. Good pizza. I'm going to try not to lose track of the count, the slice count this time. Right, that's 8 slices done, right? One pizza, 8 slices. I really wanted to get, you know, like a party popper, because my budget doesn't quite stretch to
You order
CGI
one of each of those 48
After
slices.
Effects. So just between like every course I was going to do you know, party popper. That probably did look a bit weird. Like that's one done. What pizza should we get next? I didn't look at the menu. Can I get another margarita? And then we'll move on to the funkier stuff as we go. Thanks, mate. Thank you. You know, ordinarily, I would feel intensely guilty about abusing an all-you-can-eat offer. But Gordon Ramsay is professionally mean to people, isn't he? He's made a career out of being mean to people.
What is that? Stupid cows! Where's the lamb sauce?
So
I wouldn't say he made a career of being mean to people. I just say he made a career of people don't listen. That makes him sound mean. But then again, it does kind of mean.
Out of his process. Pizza slice. No. Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Cheers. Ooh, piping hot now. Piping hot. You might even say too hot. Right, let's stop messing around here. Let's get serious. Double slice these suckers. What do you reckon this is? This spinach? I've never eaten this clean in my life. This is the cleanest I've ever eaten. Start the reactor, boys. I'm ready for the next one. Thanks very much. They're bigger than I thought they were going to be, though. I thought they were going to be like 10 inches, you know, like the crap ones you get at Pizza Hut. But they're not. You need to put some product in that air, mate. What are you, like a blow-dried coconut?
Corn and chorizo.
Oh, thanks, mate.
And you've got the sweet corn puree, chorizo, pulled chicken, spring onions, coriander.
Is that a mushroom?
No, no mushroom. Sliced chicken.
Just looks like a mushroom. Ah. They're slowing me down, man. They're slowing me down. I shouldn't have given them free reign over the pizza choice. I guess this is Gordon Ramsay's take on a supreme, but with like some pepperoni on as well. It's like chicken, cheese, a little bit of green stuff. Ooh, starting to feel it already. That was quick.
Street swap.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Straight onto pepperoni.
What's up with 24 slices now? 8, 16, 24. Yeah. 8, 16, 24. Yeah. So this will be like
32. 32 if I finish this, so we're getting there. This has got chili flakes on it. Maybe we'll just go with one slice to assess the heat. That is a bit spicy, that. Not world ending, but it's enough to slow you down. I don't think a chef wants me to win, you know. It's getting spicy. I don't want another one of these. You think they got milk? It's borderline. I'm at that point where I might need milk. That was a tactical mistake. That was an egregious error in judgment.
Spicy that one, yeah?
I don't know. Well, I am a baby, but that was really hot.
So that's 32 pizzas? Like, was that 32 pies? That's 32 pies, not 32 slices, right? That's 32 pies, right? Wait, was it 32 pies or 32 slices?
From the nose. Just to clarify. But the next one's a record-breaking pizza, right? If I finish the whole pizza, that gets me to 30.
Oh, okay, okay.
5 pizzas is 40 slices.
Special.
It does have chili flakes on it, doesn't it?
No, this one's good. So this is a puttanesca. So you've got olives, capers, anchovies, cheese and tomato base, and then top with a little bit of oregano on there.
Fishy, nice. Thanks, man.
Anchovies. Are you serious?
Can I get a... Do you have milkshake?
You've got Oreo or sticky toffee.
Can I try the sticky toffee pudding milkshake, please? Yeah, thanks. That was really hot. I needed it.
Bro, you're gonna eat 32 you have 32 slices, and then you're gonna eat pizza with sardines, anchovies, and then drink a shake? Are you crazy? What the fuck? I am not drinking no shake. It'll make me, like, eating that much, you're gonna feel extremely full, or you're gonna vomit. Like, even if the shake tastes great, like, damn.
I think that kind of polarizes people, actually. Arguably more than pineapple. I mean, I love pineapple on pizza. I'm hoping to have a pineapple one here. But fish on pizza is one of those things that some people don't really enjoy.
Yeah, bro, looks like, what the fuck?
Is he flexing there, Josh?
He's shocked.
Oh yeah, not sure about this, you know. It's growing on me. It's growing on me a little bit. It is a pungent smell, isn't it?
Disgusting!
It's a bit of Tom Jones there for a second, you hear that? This is the slice that's going to equal the record, right? The nationwide record. I think the record here was 18 slices, but down in London, it's 38. Can we show these cats how we do it up north? I really want the next one to be Hawaiian. You know, ham and pineapple. Can't take another fishy pizza. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
With a shake. Look at it. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, bro. No, this waiter's shocked. Look at it, bro. Look at bro's face. I don't know if you can see it. It's just so big. Like, I made it really big. Wait, hold on. Look at bro's face. It's like, what the fuck? There's no way. Dude, he's impressed. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get a real tip today. He's like, I'm gonna get tipped. I better get tipped for this. Like, this is some bullshit. No. Okay, that's probably what happened. Let me see. Let me put it back down. Hold up. Put it back like that, and then pull it back like this. Then put it back like this.
Crab said bro left to get a shake, then came back to an almost empty plate.
Right?
I should really do these one at a time. Because this slice is to break the record. This is the 39th slice. Fish with the milkshake isn't something you should. I'd never recommend that.
That sounds horrible.
We didn't really make much fanfare about the fact that I just broke the record, did we? I'm paying Mike to be here. Like, he's not even clapping. You want to put some like CGI confetti on screen? Yeah. So that means I beat the record, right? By 2.
Yeah, you're ahead now, yeah.
But since there's a almond pineapple in the oven, I'll go for 48.
That's it, yeah, 48. Yeah.
Got to break it by 10, surely. Oh, here it is. Oh, thanks, brother.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Don't stop saying brother. It sounds like Hulk Hogan or something.
Brother.
That cheese and pineapple is one. You know it smells bad, but it's actually at the same time tastes really good. This is when I like to start like a little mini.
No, because I don't know. Because he says the word brother the way he does with his Irish accent.
Sad Boy Crab said this one seems good.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. When he says brother, I just think of Courage the Cowardly Dog with the Duck Brothers.
Sad Boy Crab said with the shake.
With the shake. Yeah, that actually looks good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really jealous of bro right now. Duck Brothers. Stop telling me what to do. Stop laying eggs.
Let me know if you like pineapple.
Actually, think of it now. If that show can't air, that episode can't air today with the Duck Brothers from Courage the Cowardly Dog, that can't air today because people are gonna find it offensive because one of the brothers say to each other, like, they said, "We're Duck Brothers. We're not supposed to be laying eggs." Eggs. What do you think of it now? That can't play today. That's offensive today. That's horrendous.
Sad Boy Crab said, "Yeah, really can't." Sad Boy
on your pizza. Oh no.
That's some bullshit.
Start to fill up now, boys.
It looks kind of basic to me.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Like 10 minutes or something.
10 minutes, I think.
Come on. This is so sweet, you could dip this in a milkshake.
No! Fuck no!
Dessert.
Bro, I'm sorry. I understand people dip certain foods in milkshakes, like fries and shit, but not pizza. What the fuck? No!
Sad Boy Crab said this.
No! Oh my god, this is as bad as when fucking Aki Dearest threw the milk on the Ah! Bro! This is as bad as when Aki Dearest was eating pizza because it was buying a bunch of pizza because Domino's, or I think Pizza Hut, I think it was Domino's, had some type of crazy Domino's deal with anime. And what it was is it's like a spice pizza or something where they put nothing. It's like riddled of like jalapeno peppers, right? So she said she doesn't really do well with spice, but she couldn't pass up the chance of like doing this as a video. Fair. But what's wild was when she said she couldn't deal with the spice. She just had like some milk, and she threw that shit on top of the milk on the pizza with no warning whatsoever. She just threw that shit on the pizza. That shit pissed me off. I had a visceral reaction instantly.
Today, by using commands like
that shit was crazy.
Do you hear that?
That 48 now?
48, 5 for that.
I mean, fair play, well done, man. Like, I definitely couldn't put that away. I haven't seen anyone else do that, so.
I haven't actually done it yet, but thank you. I tell you, that was hard work. But we got it done. New record, 48 slices. Come down, see if you can beat it. Or actually don't, just have one of the regular pieces.
No, she had a cup, so I get your humor.
Hey,
she was doing it with friends, so that made it worse.
Oh, thanks very much, mate. Appreciate it. It's not even a hoodie. It's like a sweater, of which I wear many. So stylish, no? That's not bad. I put that on pride of place. This is as if handed to me by Gordon Ramsay himself.
Oh, f off you fat, useless sack of Yankee danky doodle
Oh my god.
Which I'm sure you didn't. Stop selling fish pizzas.
Okay, we got one last one left. And this one's crazy because if you guys see what he's gonna eat, you'll be surprised what's about to happen. Well, you won't be surprised, but it's big. Alright, so this is from Beard Meets Food.
Was it free or does he still need to pay?
No, once he passes, if he passes the initial win, he doesn't have to pay. He gets a free T-shirt and sometimes get cash, depending on the restaurant's policies. But in most cases, all of it's free. So as long as he passes the initial challenge before the certain time limit or the certain amount, it's usually free, free all the time. Break the record for the most meat ever eaten to beat this Swedish burger challenge.
Don't let the beard fool you. This is a human face. What's up, folks? Welcome to 2024. We're picking up right where we left off at the end of last year by resuming the Euro trip. Yeah, right now I'm in Sweden, and there's only one band to listen to get you in the mood for a bit of scoffing while you're in Sweden. ABBA, of course. Yeah. Nah, I'm only joking. Woo! Yeah, sorry. ABBA's not really my jam. Bonus points if you can tell me what that song was, though. We're in Gothenburg right now, but I've got about a 2-hour journey down to a place called Ängelholm for today's challenge. Hopefully I can actually park here.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. The beginning of that song, if you listen, like, okay, I want to see if Bride knows it too. I want to see if Bride knows it. So, I know it's probably not the same song, but just hearing that, what does that remind you of?
Nah, I'm only joking.
I'm gonna let Brian hear it one last time. I'm pretty sure he'll get it in the when he hears it again.
Yeah, sorry. ABBA's not really my jam. Bonus points if you can tell me what that song was, though. We're in Gothenburg right now, but I've got about a 2-hour journey down to a place called Ängelholm for today's challenge. Hopefully I can actually park here without getting a ticket like I did in Finland last year. This.
What song do you think that was, Bri?
Sad Boy Crab said I'd the song.
I want to see if Bri gets it, because I feel like he'll get it before anyone. If he doesn't, if you still don't know, I'll play it for you. Straight up.
This former icon.
Let's see here. Yeah, I think she left, so I didn't bother to play it. I was gonna sing her happy birthday, but apparently that didn't work out. Let's see here. I don't want that. Let's see here. Any ideas, Bri, if you're still there? Fix that out, don't leave that open yet. Let me see. Good. So it tells you Bri stumped. Something tells you Bri is stumped. I have this feeling that he's probably stumped. Let's see here. I'll let it play when he comes back till he answers.
The rental car. It's a Volvo, which I know are known for performing very well in safety tests, but it is a bit meaty for my liking. Usually I prefer my cars small, agile, and by association cheap. But this was the smallest one I had, apparently. It's alright. It'll do a job, won't it? Yeah, it's not too far away. VIP parking. So this is one of those where you have to beat the record in order to get the meal free, the t-shirt, and a spot on the Wall of Fame, which I always think makes it seem a bit more fun. Hi. Oh, have you seen the YouTube videos? Yeah. Yeah? Oh, it's nice to meet you, mate. Put it there.
May I take a picture of you?
Yeah, of course.
My wife wouldn't believe me otherwise.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing right there. Someone was in my comment section on one of my videos, and they made what did they say? They said, okay, they made a comment on my my video, and I responded to their comment in like a sarcastic tone, but not to be mean, but just sarcastically. And the person responded back saying, "Oh my gosh, you actually answered to my comment. You're famous. I don't know why you answered me, but I'm actually happy that you answered." I said, "Bro, I am not famous. I am not famous." Bro's like, "No, you are famous. Look at how many followers you have." I'm like, "Okay, bro, listen. Just because I have a lot of followers does not mean I'm famous. The only thing you're seeing is a number. Now, that number is not a lie. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's not like a bunch of bots on TikTok, because I think it is, because I have 94. I don't even think at least like 25% you actually interact with my posts. But then again, people's been saying to me, "Oh, I haven't seen your drawing, see your art in such a long time," or "I haven't seen you on stream for a long time," because TikTok doesn't notify me. So there you go. That probably answers your question. But anyway, the point is he says something to the fact that I'm famous because I have nearly 100,000 followers and this and a third on TikTok. And I was like, bro, just because I have that many doesn't mean I'm famous. It's just, that just proves how long I've been on the fucking platform, to be honest with you. Like, honestly, that just probably, I don't think I'm famous. I don't consider myself famous. And the thing is about being fame, you know you're famous when you don't have to, like, you know, say it, or you don't have to, like, people have to acknowledge that you're famous. They just know you. So like for instance, like, I Show Speed, for example, right? I Show Speed is famous because I don't need to actually watch his videos to know who he is. Like, that's how famous, that's how you can tell you're famous. Like, even if people do not watch your videos, they recognize you based on what they've heard, seen, or just by passing of other people and friends. So they don't have to be like a subscriber, a viewer, or anything. They just know you. Like, I don't watch Ellen DeGeneres at all. I don't find her content fun to watch, but I know who she is. I know who Bill Gates is. I don't follow this man, but I do use his products. I don't watch what Elon Musk does in Twitter, but I know who Elon Musk is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know you're famous, when you don't have to actually interact with the content.
So I'm famous by your words.
I'm famous by your words. No. I don't think so. I don't think so. If you're trying to be funny, I think you're trying to be funny, but I'm not sure.
I'm nearly in shock.
I think it's around here somewhere.
Corner.
Oh, it's the next corner.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, perfect.
Because if you're a viewer, that's one thing. If you're a viewer, that's one thing.
Right to the dog. It's really nice to meet you, man.
Oh, they do.
I said hi.
What have you done, sad boy?
Thank you very much. So it's kind of like, is it like a rock bar? Yeah.
This is the record.
Ah.
How do you have to beat it by a certain amount? Like
mostly like 100 grams, just for.
100 grams makes sense, right? Yeah, because otherwise you could break it by like 1 gram, which wouldn't really.
But then it's up to you. If I don't know how much food you eat, but maybe if you just like want to make a statement and put it on 3.
I feel like maybe I'll go for a round number. Maybe I'll go for 3,000 grams. Yeah, 3 kilos. Why not?
Should we go for 3 kilos?
Why? I feel like I've got this thing about round numbers, so it's kind of stressing me out that Rickard did 2,776 grams. Let's go for 3,000 grams. Yeah, 3 kilos. Why not?
All right.
Hopefully I don't lose now.
Ah, then you're famous though.
When I look at it like this compared to your torso,
or you're just famous within that section of the of Twitch.
Not that I'm saying you're skinny or anything. It's just a lot of food.
This is quite massive, to be honest. But you're getting there. Okay. Right now, 2,746.
Okay.
It's kind of the old record. So 2,862.
Looks like a lot already. I don't think I want to see the finish. The finished article.
2,976, but then you have some bacon and shit, so that's over 3 kilos.
Okay, alright.
Yeah?
Alright, yeah.
It's okay?
Yeah, it's fine, man, yeah. Yes! Ghost! There must be ghost fans here.
Don't forget the bacon. You need some extra protein. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy your meal.
This is where I am today. I'm at a place called Rost Bar. Did I say that right? Rost?
Yeah, rost like rust, you know, like this.
Oh, like rusty?
Yeah.
This is one of those where you have to beat the record in order to get the meal free, and you get a t-shirt as well.
T-shirts.
Yeah. I've gone for 3 kilos exactly, just because I have a little bit of OCD, so, you know, it looks more impressive as well, right? 3 kilos.
We have 1 hour. You don't pay nothing.
Yeah.
You also get a gift card for 1,000 Swedish crowns to eat here for.
1,000 Swedish crowns? That sounds like a lot. I mean, that's nearly 100 quid, English money. That's still quite a lot.
No, Swedish crown is not worth much.
Sweet, are you ready? Are we good to go?
Go.
Start with the smallest one first. It's good. It's a good burger.
Why do I feel like that has alcohol in it?
There is a lot of it to get through. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. We're in Sweden today, in case you skipped the slightly longer than usual preamble. And we're trying to crack the record for the biggest burger ever eaten here at Rost Bar in Ängelholm. This thing has been around about 4 years, apparently, and the current record is around 2.7 kilos.
Right? They don't see. They don't give a real shit. He's just like, eh.
The meal free, the t-shirt, the gift card, etc. But I thought I'd go for a nice round 3 kilos. Yeah, although you get to pick 3 toppings, so once they're all included, it'll be a smidge over that, probably.
Thank you. Probably gonna need those.
Or he's probably under the impression that he's not gonna finish it in time or something.
Yeah, I mean, it should be kind of a given by now. But I'll say anyway, this one does get a bit messy. As you can see, they are rather cheesy. Delicious though, and you could choose up to 3 toppings, like I said, in addition to the cheese, of course. So I went with, I think, red onion on one, bacon on another, and peanut butter too. Had to get that on one of them. That's in addition to the regular burger fixings like pickles, white onions, mustard, ketchup, etc. And I think we're about done with burger 1 here. I'm eating this like an anaconda or something. It's all going in one mouth. Look at the chef's face.
Oh, that was delicious.
Hey Michelle, what's going on?
It's amazing. I can't believe how quick you ate
it. 33% of the way done. This one looks messy.
I don't know, I'd say they look approximately equal in mess potential, no?
Sorry, I got carried away. I'll slow down a little bit. It's really delicious. This is really nice. It's a lot of meat.
It's a lot. I believe in you.
I wish my mum had said that to me when I was younger. Maybe I wouldn't have ended up doing this for a living.
Yeah,
I think he has to eat the whole thing first.
But she doesn't watch the videos, so no danger there. 2 burgers down now, just 1 to go.
I'm just going to put that there so nobody can see it because it looks a little bit disgusting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I suppose I could pixelate the glass or something. We've got a fresh one now though. This ain't DreamWorks. I don't have the budget for that level of post-production. I think the weight might be starting to hit me a bit now, you know.
2/3 of the way there. 1 burger remaining. This is the one with peanut butter on, right? In fact, that's going to be the most tasty part because that's got all the toppings on the top part.
Hey, what's going on?
So I'm going to put that there. Eat a few of these patties underneath.
Hi, hi.
Yeah, good call. All of the goodies are on top, so that'll give me something to look forward to at the end.
It's getting hard.
Not really. I mean, yeah, it's getting hard. Is there any chance I could get like a Diet Coke or Coke Zero or something like that? Thank you very much. We're going about 11 minutes.
11 minutes.
Just over 11 minutes, yeah.
The last one did it in 15. Do you want to break that as well?
Why not? Yeah, why not? Thank you very much. Oh, you can really taste the peanut butter. The peanut butter does make it a little bit harder to swallow. That probably wasn't the best idea. Tastes good though.
Sandboy Crab said exploding head emoji.
Gotta get all the scraps.
Yeah, otherwise you will be disqualified.
Don't say that. Is that good? Is that alright?
Yeah. 100%.
Alright, let's finish strong.
Aye, let's. Apparently Rickard, the current record holder, did the 2.7 kilo burger in 15 minutes dead, which ain't half bad, is it? You do get 1 hour though, so there's no real need to rush. And this is a good one, you know. The burgers are absolutely top end here. I didn't realise it at the time, but after I finished eating, the chef told me that he competed at the Culinary Olympics, which I thought sounded completely made up, but apparently it's a real thing, which explains why the food was so good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you at the next one.
What the hell?
Alright. Sorry, Rickard. You're gonna have to come back and try and see if you can best 3 kilos, because this is a bit much food, and that was Rost's burger challenge. It was delicious too.
MeGirl1977 said hi.
Hello.
Thank you.
Ready for dessert?
It's funny you should mention it. I was just about to say, do you have a dessert menu?
Do you want the creme brulee, maybe?
Why not? Why not?
Dessert as well.
Ah, thanks very much, brother. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's lovely.
T-shirt.
Ah, that is ace.
I broke the record.
My gift card, what is this, 1,000 Swedish crowns?
Yeah.
It'd take a lot to spend that and eat all the food. Maybe I'll come back and try that later in the trip, we'll see. Thanks for having me, man.
Alright, man.
Hope I'll see you again one day. Thanks.
Absolutely.
That's not a bad start to a trip. Free meal, leaderboard, one of the best winners t-shirts I've seen for a while. and a 1,000 Swedish crown gift card. Hopefully I'll be able to use it on the way back. Onward!
Okay, so that was beer meets
Has
food.
it ever happened that you had tried to beat the record and forgot to put the camera? Really?
Okay, so enough food stuff. Now, this is from WatchMojo.
77 said, please remember to give some kindness and double tap for thumbs up emoji.
Oh, thank you. Over Disney. Alright, so this is from WatchMojo, and WatchMojo is going to tell us this.
Iconic figure on Wall Street has alleged.
Okay, so it says here, top 20 respected people who turned out to be awful.
Boy Crab said, I sent a picture of what I cooked yesterday.
Okay. Look at it in a second. Look at it in a second. Yeah, I'm tired today. Okay. What the hell? Okay. Okay, where is the... Okay, there we go. Sorry about that.
This former iconic figure on Wall Street has allegedly, but by his own admission, destroyed many lives, charities, and reputations on Wall Street.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the high-standing members of society whose legacies became clouded by damaging actions or skeletons in their closets.
A top-ranking military officer was charged today with some very grave crimes.
Sad Boy Crab said, is he talking
Number
about
20, Lance Armstrong. Few modern-day athletes have come close to his downfall. Throughout the 90s and early 2000s, Lance Armstrong was invincible.
And to win 3 times in a
I
row.
won't be surprised if it's in here.
Again, an awesome feeling. They're all different, they're all special, they all mean something different to me.
He won a plethora of competitions as a cyclist, including 7 Tour de France races. He even won while battling cancer, cementing himself as a sports legend. That is, until 2012, when the United States Anti-Doping Agency concluded he'd been cheating. Allegations that he'd been taking performance-enhancing drugs had been around since the beginning of his career, but he always denied them.
Do you deny the statements that Miss Andrew attributed to you in the Indiana University Hospital?
100%, absolutely.
However, blood samples and ex-teammates' testimonies told a different story. Armstrong chose not to appeal the findings, leading to him being banned from competitive sports and stripped of his post-1998 titles. Only after losing everything did he finally admit the accusations were true.
I'm deeply sorry for what I did. I can say that thousands of times, and it may never be enough.
Number 19, Pablo Picasso. As one of the founders of the Cubism art movement, he's one of the most influential artists in history.
With displaced noses and mouths.
Wait, the drug dealer?
Irregular forms. Cubism nicely encapsulated Picasso's aesthetic worldview.
Unfortunately, Pablo Picasso's legacy is muddied by his disdain for countless women throughout his life. He mistreated several muses and then discarded them for younger models, with one claiming that he locked her inside to prevent her from working with others.
But at the turn of the last century, women were treated like possessions, and we know Picasso liked control.
He also had affairs with them behind his wife's
Hey.
back, at one point making his wife fight his mistress for his affections. This attitude carried on to his children, who he cut off after his final partner, Françoise Gillot, revealed his abusive behavior. These incidents have made it difficult for some to separate Picasso from his work, especially the pieces where women are the primary focus.
It's a difficult thing for me to reconcile
you
because
talking
I
about?
admire him so much in terms of what he created.
Number 18, Neil Gaiman. Here
Yes, Neil Gaiman, you deserve everything that happens to you, bro. You are exactly the type who needs to be destroyed every chance you get. Now, for those of you who don't know who Neil Gaiman is, oh, him for Ultra. I don't know. I don't know how they work with their tournaments. I'm pretty sure. Or you have to take a urine test or something, or a regular urine test. Anyway, so Neil Gaiman, for those who don't know, if you're familiar with the Sandman series, I think it's somewhat of a DC series. Like, it's a DC Elseworlds, Offworlds type supernatural thing. I think it's supposed to be DC-esque because it has Constantine from it, but or it shares with the same universe as Constantine's. Constantine shares the same universe with the DCEU or DC universe, so it's part of the DC universe, I guess the extended DC universe, if you ask that question. More of the what bumps in the night type stuff, like the Spectre or whatever. So he wrote the novel The Sandman. For those who don't know what The Sandman is, if you know, you know, cool for you. If you don't, well, just look it up because too much to get into. But it is a comic book, graphic novel, and it was adapted to a Netflix show. How I know this is because I actually seen the show. It's not that bad, but it has some wokeness in it to a degree, but which doesn't make a lot of sense. But anyway, so the point is that Neil Gaiman here, he was the advocate of saying believe all women no matter what, which I'm not open to that, or believe all victims on just instance because they claim they're a victim. Never do that because that's actually quite dangerous. Because if you just believe anyone just because they say a victim doesn't mean they can't lie. There's a lot of people who lie all the time when they're a victim when they're really not. And that happens a lot more than you think. So bro was like saying something around the lines of saying like, oh, we need to believe all victims. Anyone who questions victims, you're a bad person. You're this, you're that. Pretty much male feminist type responses. Pretty much effeminate men type responses. And it was found out that bro who made that very declaration about how being male, whether you're liberal or not, is still beneficial to you. Which is weird because no. Anyway, so he got caught talking to a 13-year-old girl when he's clearly 45 or 50 something. I think he's 50 something. And because of this, no, he was not talking to a 13-year-old. I said the wrong thing. He got with a bunch of women and they came out saying that he did things to them. He had a bunch of allegations of women doing things he did things to, but the same man was the same person who says men who do things to women need to be punished to the highest extent, and then you found out this dude was doing the very same thing. Now most of his graphic novels, I think his Netflix deal is severed, his books are severed, everything is almost nearly severed. No one wants to deal with him, this, that, and the third, so...
Here's proof that no legacy is set in stone. For years, Neil Gaiman entertained children and adults alike with his fictional work.
Perhaps someone of my experience would be a valuable addition to your crew.
The king of fantasy books on our fantasy book writing team?
Okay, Gaiman, you're in. Your job is to get lunch and lose the British accent.
Cheeseburgers, French fries. I'm all over that, pal.
Through it all, he was an advocate for several causes,
Why?
including protecting...
Okay, is this like... I guess this is like a foreigner thing against Americans?
Bill Cosby special.
Yeah, he kind of did something across that line where he kind of like used his power to make women have like relations with him because he had the connections. So he told them, or I think one particular one, especially one was, I I think she was divorced, and she was recently divorced from her husband, and she had nowhere to go, and he told her, if you become a maid for me, I'll let you stay in my villa, or whatever the case may be, but also you have to do some things for me type stuff. I think he did a lot of, like, authoritative, like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours type nonsense. No, the woman was like middle-aged, she had a daughter and everything, and she just did not give a fuck.
First Amendment rights for writers and raising awareness for refugees. In 2024, the veneer cracked when multiple women accused him of sexually charged crimes.
Neil Gaiman's persona and also his career placed him in continuous contact with young, admiring women.
The most damning came from his former nanny, who filed a federal lawsuit against him in 2025.
That is.
He trafficked her. He's since denied the claims. However, the repercussions were set in motion. Several projects of his have been put on hold or canceled entirely. The case is still unfolding, but if he's found guilty, it'll be one of the biggest fallings from grace in modern times.
What do you think your attraction to the dark side of things is?
I think the thing that crystallized it for me was a quote from Ogden Nash, the great American poet and humorist, where he said, where there's a monster, there's a miracle.
Number 17, Dr. Seuss.
We'll
His
see.
whimsical words have introduced countless children to the wonders of
I'm
poetry.
not too familiar with that name, but I'm pretty sure I know who that is.
Passed till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before.
Was about to take off.
Maybe
No drawing.
Christmas, he
Also,
thought,
what you never been to Cheeseburger
doesn't
Town,
come
USA.
from a store.
Oh
Maybe
crap.
Christmas,
Good thing you
perhaps.
said that. It's not showing. I was doing the animation. Hold on. God, I hate when it does that. Okay. It does it with no warning. I think you said that. There you go. Oh, and he asked, what, you never seen to Cheeseburger Town, USA? Never seen or never been? Is that a real thing, or that's just the statement I made earlier? There you go.
Means a little bit more.
But behind the silly characters and bright colors of Dr. Seuss's work was a complicated personal life. His first wife, Helen, was his biggest supporter. Not only did she encourage his dreams, she even edited his work and came up with ideas for his books.
She heard Ted when nobody else heard him. She was the one who discovered him.
Unfortunately, it wasn't a
I was saying, I find it funny how foreigners always, when they're trying to do an American accent or do an American typical like stereotype, they like to bring up the cheeseburger thing. They always like bringing up cheeseburgers.
enough to keep him from straying. He'd been seeing another woman while Helen was struggling with her health. Some even theorized that Helen hinted at his infidelity in her final note to him
You're
before
right.
taking her own life. 8 months later, Seuss married his affair partner. Though his legacy lives on in his work, it's hard not to see it without thinking of Helen. Number 16, P.T. Barnum. Thanks to movies like The Greatest Showman, he's been given a legacy that perhaps he hasn't fully earned.
Tell me, Mr. Barnum, does it bother
Hello.
you that everything you're selling is fake?
Do these smiles seem fake? Doesn't matter where they come from, the joy is real.
To many, P.T. Barnum is merely the creator of modern-day circus. Many people know about the acrobatic performances, trained animals, and freak shows, but not many are aware of the dark history behind them. To gain notoriety for his shows, Barnum was well-versed in the art of exploitation. He got his start young, renting an elderly African-American woman who his acquaintance billed as a 161-year-old former slave. From there, the abuse continued. He reportedly separated Aboriginal families in order to prey on their culture, monetized people's disabilities for entertainment, and even held a public autopsy for his initial subject following her death.
Let's go. I appreciate it.
Great show will reach future generations and be heard centuries after I have joined the great and, as I believe, happy majority.
Number 5. Woodrow Wilson. To many, former US President Woodrow Wilson is seen as one of the biggest proponents of a robust federal government and the creator of several economic systems, including the Federal Reserve. Unfortunately, the good he did doesn't hide his rancid social politics. Even for the time, he was an extreme racist.
Many prominent African Americans had supported Wilson in 1912 because of his promise that his new freedoms would apply to all Americans equally. But once he was in office, Wilson sided with the many Southern Democrats in Congress and in his cabinet who favored segregation.
Didn't JR say this? Majority of the KKK was actually consists majority of the Democratic Party. JR said this many times. So when people think conservatives are just Republican right-wing people, no. Majority of them were the KKK, but majority of them was Democrats. The irony in that. Southern Democrats said they wanted that. Ain't that crazy? JR says it all the time.
He advocated for segregation before and during his political career, and even forcibly discharged African Americans from the military. He also worked to exclude them from roles within the government, and allowed his cabinet members to racially separate their departments.
Although implemented by his subordinates, President Wilson defended racial segregation in his administration.
These actions have ultimately sullied his legacy. Number 14, Thomas Edison. If you've ever used a camera or turned on a light bulb, then you've been impacted by him. Thomas Edison was one of the most influential inventors in United States history.
Once upon a time, there was a man named Thomas Edison, and he invented the dictating machine and the fluoroscope and the repeating telegraph.
However, he may not have been as involved as we thought. At his laboratory, he was known for taking credit for a product, even though his employees were the ones doing the research and creating it. He used his influence to snuff out competitors' ideas, including falsely claiming that another company's alternate current system would result in death.
Now, Mr. Edison, there is a great degree of feeling between you and Mr. Westinghouse.
I do not dislike Mr. Westinghouse.
But there's a contest between you two, isn't there?
That is not what this is about.
Beyond his direct work, his film company produced a now infamous clip depicting an elephant's death. Edison is proof that even with major historical figures, we might not know the full story. Number 13, Larry Nassar. Using one's authority to abuse those who trust you the most is vile. That only scratches the surface of the acts committed by Larry Nassar.
My real interest, of course, with dance and gymnastics is my role with USA Gymnastics.
As the former medical practitioner for the United States women's gymnastics team, he was highly versed in the subject of gymnastics injuries, and even wrote multiple papers on how to treat them. Allegations against him began in the 1990s, but they were swept under the rug until 2016, when he was finally fired. This gave over 250 survivors the courage to come forward about him using medical exams as a guise for sexual abuse.
Larry Nassar did not arise in isolation.
The list of horrific crimes he committed grew as his trial went on, resulting in multiple decades-long sentences in federal and state prisons.
What I need is systemic change at the highest levels to end the culture of abuse that is
They turned it down, that's not me.
Number 12, Henry Ford. While he's covered in history classes, the extent of his beliefs are usually ignored. When Henry Ford is mentioned, it's usually to discuss his strides in the automotive industry.
Through his own fierce determination, he had risen from obscurity to become one of the most famous and powerful men in the country. With the Model T, the most successful car in history, and the groundbreaking $5 a day wage, Ford ushered in
if I remember right, I think he was affiliated with some racist groups, if I remember right.
the modern world.
What doesn't get brought up are his staunch beliefs in various conspiracy theories, particularly those that villainized people of Jewish faith. This led him to buy his hometown's newspaper just so he could publish his anti-Semitism. He then forced his dealerships to distribute his drivel to customers.
What really matters about Henry Ford is that just he had so much power and so much cultural authority, and when a figure like Henry Ford sanctions this kind of thing, it has you know, it legitimizes these ideas.
As if passing it around America wasn't bad enough, he then had the articles converted into 4 different books, which he then sold around the world. His work caught the attention of Germany's Heinrich Himmler and Adolf Hitler, with the latter citing him as an inspiration. Number 11, Mother Teresa. For most of her career, she was viewed as a modern-day saint, with the canonization to prove it.
How do you feel about that when people call you a saint?
Nothing to feel about it because we are all meant to be
Right?
free, since we have been created for that.
Mother Teresa was primarily known for starting the Missionaries of Charity, a group dedicated to housing and caring for the sick. Behind closed doors, she was much more corrupt. She believed that most sick people needed to suffer. That's corroborated by a lack of proper medical care in her facilities, despite them receiving millions in aid.
Oh, she's one of them types. She's one of them, she's one of them religion nuts where they don't use, they don't believe in using modern medicine. They believe in praying the pain away. She's probably one of them. That's crazy. That is not a good idea. That is horrible.
Aid.
To her, the convent and the catechism matter more than the clinic.
She and her missionaries also took advantage of the ill by coercing them into converting religions. She even cozied up to now convicted child abusers and leaders of dictatorial regimes. All that controversy raises the question of just how saintly Mother Teresa really was. Number 10, Jim Jones.
Started as an effort by a charismatic preacher to build a new society, but it ended, of course, with the tragic deaths of more than 900 people.
By their very natures, cult leaders have to be respected, charismatic, and personable, and perhaps none fooled the world quite like Jim Jones. Jones was highly respected in his lifetime, advocating for racial equality and offering support systems for the disenfranchised. He also built significant political capital, receiving praise from mayors and city officials, and even...
Doesn't that sound kind of familiar up to today?
being appointed to the San Francisco Housing Authority Commission.
Did his message at the time resonate with you?
Yes, yes, yes. No isms, no sexism, racism.
He appeared to be a rare combination, a commanding spiritual leader, a prominent civil rights activist, and a community organizer. But Jones's story ended in significant tragedy when he took the People's Temple to Guyana and murdered over 900 members. Their story becoming one of the most shocking events of the 20th century.
No, it's not a Scientologist. Not Scientology. He was just a very charismatic person who knew how to work his way through the upper ranks of political power, and he he probably knew I think it's eight levels of power or something like that. I forgot what it's called. I think there's a total of 8 or 9. I think it's 9 pillars of power. He figured out how to use it, and then he used the DEI speaking points, per se, as we call it DEI, the DEI speaking points for all. So. And then once he got that so-called power he needed, he then destroyed the lives of many. He did a bunch of insane things and destroyed. I think he has the most highest.
He said dark side is waiting.
So like he has the highest I think kill count amongst any cultist leader. Because he destroyed so many people at once by making them drink all the Kool-Aid at the retreat that they was doing. But there was all women, children, men, and drink some type of cyanide poisoning. Even himself.
Was described as his paradise, and it was not.
Former member Leslie Wagner Wilson says followers were overworked and underfed.
And then as time wore on, I realized that there was no future in Jonestown. Jim became increasingly paranoid.
Number 9, John Wayne Gacy.
Ed and Lily Grexa lived next door to the family of John Wayne Gacy on Summerdale in Norwood Park. The Grexa's daughter Audrey used to babysit for Gacy.
So I stayed in the house, and I didn't know there was bodies under there then.
Today, John Wayne Gacy is known as one of the most famous serial killers in American history. Active throughout the 1970s, Gacy murdered at least 33 people and buried most of them in the crawl space of his house. But go back to the 70s themselves, and you'll find a very respectable man.
Just come inside, answer a couple of questions, and come.
This is why.
77 said hi.
This is why when we say like the world is coming to an end, or like we say that the world's worse or it's getting worse, it's getting worse because you only we only perceive the world getting worse because people broadcast their nonsense. But if anything, if you tell me,
77 said had to chase a spider emoji.
Okay, well, if you really ask me, I think the world is a lot better off than it was because in the 70s it was pretty much easy to just take someone out, especially a stranger who have no connection to anything, like a wanderer, someone who's like a hitchhiker, a prostitute, you know what I'm saying, who had no connection to their family whatsoever. There was no internet, there was no paper trail, there was no digital footprint, there was none of that stuff that can, like, you can't check the text message of someone who last left a message or the phone call with whatever time zone time they left or whatever the case may be. It was based on either the cameras that they had, if they had cameras like that was like even that good, which probably wasn't, and then you had to hope that some stranger at some time saw that person passing by within the area of wherever the crime happened, or saw someone doing something. So like within those times, I think times now are a little bit more better than they are now. So that's how things is. So you know. Hey Zach, what's going on? So like it's surprising how a lot of people think a serial killer looks like I don't know, like a Freddy, or like not Freddy, like a Jason, or like a what do you call it, Friday the 13th, or a I think it's Jason, yeah, it's Jason, or my friend Michael Myers, or Jason or Michael Myers. It's not an axe wielding person wearing a mask. It's usually the person who's like in your life that could, or in your lives, or who you're exposed to, are usually the monsters that usually creep up upon you, especially in the 70s.
Killers are mostly the ones closest to you.
Correct. They go to school with you, they work with you. Like it's either one of those things. It's usually someone in your closest facility. It's actually really rare, and I think the FBI said this, it's very, 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 very rare for some person to just be walking one day and get just maimed by some crazy person on the street for like no reason. That's usually a very rare thing to happen. It's not like something that just, you know, happens, you know.
Boy Crab said, "Are you talking about me?"
You're funny. But like that's the whole point. So it's like it's crazy.
I don't even think we're like a job interview.
Gacy was highly active in politics, working closely with the local Democratic Party, and even having a photo taken with First Lady.
What? He's a Democrat? No, no. They're about peace and love. They're like business. They're like partitional hippies. They want free love, bro. We want people to make their own choices in life and stuff. We don't want to harm no one. That's the Republicans over there.
The dude who disappeared over 20 years ago has still not been found.
Still? He probably ate him. You think he ate him? Or probably sulfuric acid? One of those two things. Didn't what's his face did that? What's his name? The dude who was killing, eating people? Oh my god, I forgot his name. The one with the glasses.
Lady Rosalind Carter. He also volunteered for community events, ran a successful construction business, and famously performed at hospitals and children's parties as Pogo the Clown. Many people liked him,
yeah, they ate him.
Why it came as such a surprise when the news broke.
John actually called right after he got arrested and talked to my dad. And my dad said to him, "Why'd you do it, John?" And I guess John said, "Oh, I'm innocent. I didn't do anything."
Number 8. Bill Cosby.
It was a striking sight this afternoon. Bill Cosby in handcuffs.
So if there's no confirmation, okay, if there's no confirmation of death, then I think he sulfuric acid his ass, probably put him in sulfuric acid, so he's just a bubbling nothing, or he ate him, or he fed him to like some type of animal. That's the only way I can think of.
Bates said the man, as of 2006.
2006. Yeah, I think.
Samurai said Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer, there we go. Because I think Jeffrey Dahmer did the same thing. He put some of his victims in sulfuric acid, and I think that he only put the sulfuric acid in the same room with him as an apartment. It was wild.
Bill Cosby was one of the most shocking. This comedian was enormously respected in his heyday, not only for his legendary career, but because he seemed like a genuinely good person. He was deeply involved in promoting education, donated millions to charity, and was a trusted public figure, resulting in his nickname America's Dad.
Dad, can I talk to you for a second?
Is it about money?
No.
Let's go.
It was also this reputation that allowed people to ignore or mistrust the initial allegations against him. But when over 60 women publicly accused Cosby of assault, his reputation was thoroughly and permanently trashed. His fall from grace marks one of the most dramatic downfalls in the history of Hollywood and may be studied for decades to come.
At that trial, several other women who alleged Cosby had similarly assaulted them testified against him. Today, Judge Stephen O'Neill said the evidence, sometimes from Cosby's own words, was, quote, overwhelming that Cosby had planned to drug and assault Constant, and he declared Cosby a sexually violent predator.
Number 7, Coco Chanel.
Trousers, the little black dress, even getting a suntan, they're all part of the revolutionary legacy of Gabrielle Chanel. The designer radically transformed the way we dress in the first half of the 20th century. Now Paris's Gachrakuda Museum is paying tribute to her and her fashion manifesto.
One of the most iconic fashion designers in history, Coco Chanel revolutionized feminine style in the early 20th century. Unfortunately, World War II somewhat ruined her reputation, as she knowingly dated Nazi officer Baron Hans Gunther von Dinklage.
At Paris's Ritz Hotel, her affair with a Nazi intelligence officer was common knowledge.
But it's so much worse than that. In 2011, Hal Vaughn published the book Sleeping with the Enemy, reporting on intelligence archives that were recently declassified. Turns out, Chanel was also a Nazi spy and worked with them in various capacities, even going by the codename Westminster. Chanel also tried using anti-Semitic Nazi laws to force out the Jewish partners of Parfum Chanel, intending to leverage them for her own financial gain.
In recent years, Chanel's dirty laundry has been making headlines at home and abroad.
Number 6, Jimmy Savile.
For more than 40 years, Sir Jimmy Savile was a show business friend of the establishment. A friend of the rich and famous, even of prime ministers and royalty.
Before 2012, Jimmy Savile was a highly respected man in Britain, his commanding TV career being just a small piece of the pie. Savile also embarked on extensive fundraising campaigns and volunteered at many hospitals, both of which earned him public praise and institutional trust. He also had enormous royal and political connections, having personal ties with many powerful people, and even being knighted by Queen Elizabeth II for his services.
How on earth do you raise £10 million in 3 years?
But shortly after his death, it was revealed that Savile had assaulted hundreds of people throughout the course of decades, making him one of the most prolific offenders in British history. In hindsight, the warning signs were there, but they were largely ignored, owing to Savile's reputation and extensive connections.
Everyone was bedazzled by him. He was like a conjurer. He mesmerized people. We trusted him.
Number 5, Werner von Braun.
I'm Werner von Braun, speaking for the Alabama Space and Rocket Center.
Following World War II, roughly 1,600 Germans were brought over to the United States to work for the American government. One of them was Werner von Braun, who became a celebrity scientist during the space race of the 50s and 60s. And while his past with the Nazis was known, he was quickly rebranded as a Cold War hero, while the US government downplayed his Nazi affiliations.
They were interested in all sorts of advanced technologies, and they also noticed the small group around Werner von Braun.
That's crazy.
Which was developing rockets.
In reality, von Braun was highly complicit in a system of forced labor and mass death, using concentration camp prisoners in his V-2 rocket program. Conditions were inhuman, and at least 10 to 20,000 people died while working at his site. In fact, more people died building the V-2 than were killed by the weapon itself.
Damn!
The Versailles Peace Treaty had forbidden weapons like tanks, planes, heavy artillery to Germany. but nobody had thought of mentioning missiles.
Number 4. Gilles de Rais.
Gilles de Rais, Marshal of France. Formidable to men, fascinating to women, feared by all.
This knight gained fame as a valiant military commander during the 100 Years' War and is primarily known for fighting alongside Joan of Arc. He was also born into nobility and became one of the richest men in France. But in the years following his military career, Gilles withdrew to his estates, where he engaged in increasingly erratic and sinister behavior. Local children began disappearing, but their peasant families were too poor or afraid to confront a powerful nobleman. But
oh no, he was taking the kids. Bro was taking the kids, bro. You can't be just taking the kids. Oh my god. And back in those days, like I said, back in those days, it's probably more worse than they are today. You know how you can just talk crazy about your president or talk about a celebrity who is pretty known? You can get away with that.
Incha35 asks, what's the name of that show anyway?
I have no idea. But like, it's wild. That's crazy.
Rumors spread as more children disappeared, and Gilles was eventually investigated and arrested. His true body count is hard to substantiate, but it could be in the hundreds. He was found guilty and hanged on October 26, 1440. Number 3. Russell Williams.
Colonel Russell Williams seemed the embodiment of the military ideals of duty and honor. Pilot for prime ministers and royalty, commander of the secret Canadian base in the Persian Gulf.
A decorated colonel, Russell Williams served in the Royal Canadian Air Force for over 20 years. A model officer, Williams oversaw important military operations and personally flew VIP dignitaries around the world, including Queen Elizabeth and various Canadian prime ministers.
May 2005, the Queen and Prince Philip in Canada. In command of their flight, an officer on his way up in the Canadian Forces, Lieutenant Colonel Russell Williams.
He was also a murderer and sexual offender. Williams committed over 80 fetish-related break-ins between 2007 and 2010, often stealing lingerie before graduating to assault. He also murdered 2 people, Jessica Lloyd and Marie-France Como, a military flight attendant. He was eventually sentenced to life in prison and stripped of his rank and medals. His uniform was even burned by the Canadian military in a symbolic gesture of protest.
And today, what began as fetish and fantasy led to a life sentence of solitary misery.
Number 2. Bernie Madoff.
But then she said, there's just one thing about him, though. He never looks you in the eye.
That's usually a form. That's usually when I think in psychology, I think they said when someone can't make eye contact with you, there's a form of shame somewhere down the line.
He just didn't put it together. Because this god was a demon, a devil.
Very few financiers were as respected as Bernie Madoff. This guy was a king on Wall Street, running the firm Bernard L. Madoff Investment Securities and managing money for banks, charities, hedge funds, celebrities, you name it. He was also a pioneer in electronic trading and helped develop NASDAQ, becoming one of its first chairmen.
He began serving on industry boards. He began being invited to regulatory roundtables, and he was elected to 3 terms as the chairman of the board of NASDAQ. And in the early 90s, he was a trusted, respected Wall Street statesman.
And while all this was going on, Madoff was running the largest Ponzi scheme in history. In 2008, Madoff's own sons turned him in, and investigators uncovered $65 billion in fake profits. Thousands of investors lost their life savings, and Madoff was sentenced to 150 years in prison. It's a stark—
Oh wait, what is 150 years in prison? What the fuck does that mean? I hate when they say stupid shit like this. What does that even mean? Think about to yourself. What does that mean? I'm going to get 150 years in prison. Most people can't live past 90. Most people can't pass much 80.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah, that shit's like 100. Like, no, you're getting life in prison. You're going to stay in there till you die. Say that. But don't tell me you got 200 plus years. I'm like, the fuck? Are you stupid?
stark reminder that even seasoned professionals can be deceived when due diligence is ignored.
The sentencing of Bernie
Yep.
Madoff, the mastermind behind the biggest Ponzi scheme in history, getting 150 years behind bars.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our
And
channel and ring the bell. to get
What's wild about
notified
it, they
about
say it like with confidence. He's getting 150 years of on. Like, who do you know lives past 60?
Prison is on 20 years.
Usually, right?
Ryu the Samurai said live.
Jesus Christ, that shit's stupid.
latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Harold Shipman.
From the dock, he'd shown no emotion. He stared straight ahead as the foreman of the jury read out the verdicts. Guilty to 15 counts of murder and to forging the will of one of his victims.
Honestly, I hate, like, this, you guys might disagree with me on this, but, like, I hate the term hate crime. I really hate that term. Because, like, for instance, if I were to off somebody, did I not hate them enough to take their life? Did I kind of like them to take their life? That doesn't make sense, right? So if, like, say, I'm having a spat with my friend or my brother or my dad or even my mom or whatever, and I end up taking their life out of whatever nonsensical reason, you have to hate them enough to take their life. It's only declared a hate crime when it's something specific about it. I'm like, what's any more specific? Most people kill each other over money, lust, well, usually money and lust.
Rick's official said be a support hero today.
That's usually why most people end each other over money and lust, or both, or if they're straight up schizophrenic.
Hate crime could be just because of your own hatred, aka racism.
Yeah, but that's just madness. Because even if, like, say if I own money, right? If someone owes me money, if I destroy them, is it a hate crime because they made me poorish?
Sad boy Crab said I do it to keep you quiet, smiling face with horns emoji.
That's shit crazy.
Doctors are some of the most respected individuals in society, and we quite literally trust them with our lives. So it's absolutely horrifying when that trust is broken, especially through malicious means. Harold Shipman was a British GP who operated his own practice in Hyde, Greater Manchester. Through his role as a doctor, he gained the trust of vulnerable patients, especially those with cancer and elderly women who lived alone.
These are the women Shipman murdered. Not one was suffering from any serious illness. Everyone died suddenly after a visit from Dr. Shipman.
He would then give his patients fatal doses of pharmaceutical heroin and certify the deaths himself, often attributing them to natural causes like stroke or heart failure. In this manner, Shipman murdered an estimated 250 people, making him one of the most prolific serial killers in history.
Harold Shipman killed more people than anyone else in British peacetime history. He was convicted of 15 murders, but those were just the tip of the iceberg.
Which respected individual's downfall shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments.
We trust our doctors. We rely on them. We put our lives in their hands. At this surgery, Dr. Shipman betrayed that trust.
You think you know a guy.
My system was hacked. I was...
Nope, we're not talking about him. I know who that is. That Wiener boy. This is Wiener boy. I think that's Wiener, something Wiener. Oh, Anthony Wiener. That is on screen. We're not talking about that. You little weirdo. He got caught not once but twice doing it bullshit, talking to like underage girls and sending weird shit to them. That shit be weird, boy. He was on some weird shit twist that nobody saw coming. You know what? Ooh, this is a nice one.
8 years ago at the World...
Okay, so this is something a little more, I would say a little lighthearted.
35 said it was in a forensic files.
With the doctor thing? This is a little more lighthearted from before. I'm trying to stay away from pissing off TikTok. YouTube don't give a fuck, and Twitter, I don't think Twitch cares. So it says here, top 50 plot twist that nobody saw coming in cartoons.
Sad boy Crab said, "Can we get a dog break?"
Well, cartoons will help.
Cup finals, a Metabot from Team Japan turned the stadium into a sea of fire.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're looking at some of the surprise turning points and revelations in cartoons that made our jaws hit the floor. Needless to say, there will be major spoilers ahead.
Run! Cease.
Number 50, Sky and Brandon, Winx Club. During the first few episodes, love is in the air for Bloom and Stella. Stella has her eyes set on Sky, the crown prince of Heraklion, while Bloom takes an interest in Sky's loyal squire, Brandon. At least that's who they claim to be.
Huh? Goodness! This girl is nuts! Huh?
Following a misunderstanding between Bloom and Princess Diaspora.
Fireball! 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 Hit that bitch out of the sky! It looks like you throw a rock! Fireball, bitch!
Bro, we find out that Brandon and Sky had switched identities before the series.
Sky! Brandon! What do you mean, Brandon? This is Sky, Prince of Heraklion, successor to the throne, and my future husband.
Their reasoning differs depending on the dub. The 4Kids dub says that Sky changed his name to have a normal life, while the original dub makes the swap to protect Sky's family from assassins. Add to it, Diaspora was Sky's arranged fiancé, giving him and Bloom's love story an awkward, rocky start.
There's no other way. There's nothing else I can do.
Number 49, The Extinct World. Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake. Prismo the Wishmaster is the living embodiment of be careful what you wish for. The Lich wished for the extinction of all life.
Yeah, he wished for the extinction of all life, and I did it. Guess it changed his timeline or something?
What? And Finn's wish inadvertently created the Farm World timeline.
I wish the Lich never even ever existed.
But Jake's wish undid the Liches, so happy ending, right? Not exactly. Years later, in Fiona and Cake's spin-off, the two find themselves in the Extinct World, an alternate world where all life in Ooh was extinguished. This means that Prismo created another world where the Lich got his wish after all. Now, the decayed king can only sit in solitude, waiting for a purpose.
In olden days, I would have rewarded your insolence with death 1,000-fold.
It could have been worse. Jake could have wasted his wish on a sandwich. Number 48, The 10 Days of Darkness, Metabots. While no one in the show fully figured it out, we know about Henry's double life as the Phantom Renegade and Space Metafighter X, the medal-stealing vigilante and strongest metafighter in Japan.
Go ahead, fire all the rounds you wish. Without spirit, none will have any effect.
Yeah, feel the effect of this!
Man, we gotta bring back Metabots! I don't give a fuck anyone tells me. Metabots went pretty hard in his own strange way. I tell you, it needs a reboot.
I remember Metabots.
We need a reboot of Metabots. I remember the Metabots. Yes, Metabots goes hard, boy!
An attack that lacks spirit has no more effect than a mosquito bite.
However, it turns out he has one more name, Hikaru Agata. 8 years ago, during the World Row Battle Championship, Hikaru inadvertently caused the 10 Days of Darkness, a bleak period where all the Metabots in the world ran amok, devastating everything in their path. And the Metabot that triggered the event was Metabee.
The Metabots rioted for 10 more days, and the tournament was cancelled. My ex-friend Hikaru Agata was the Metafighter. The Metabot, a KBT type. Metabee.
Metabee?
Since that day, Hikaru became the Phantom, stealing rare metals to prevent the tragic event from happening again. Unfortunately, interference from the Rubber Robo Gang ensured that another 10 Days of Darkness was inevitable.
Phantom Renegade!
No, they're not ready. You're not right, bro. You're not wrong, bro.
The world will be plunged into another 10 days of darkness!
Number 47, Chase's Dissension, Shaolin Showdown. Since he slithered his way into Season 2, Chase Young has
Not gonna lie, Chase Young was a menace. This man was a fucking menace. This man was on the same level as like the Green Power Ranger. I'm telling you, this man is a fucking menace. He was, if now I look at him now, he looked like he's dressed like Madara.
I love this also.
Bro, I just forgot how much this dude looked like Madara. Bro, maybe that's why he felt so much like a menace even now. Shit. Oh my god. I forgot how they defeated him for such a long time, but Jesus Christ.
Has been one of the deadliest foes the Shaolin warriors have ever faced. He's a merciless, conniving tyrant who turns fallen warriors into his army of jungle cats.
I've been itching to scrap all day.
He even nearly succeeded in turning Omi to the dark side. This wasn't always the case. Long ago, he was on the side of good and helped seal the evil Wuya away. However, Chase was tricked by Hannibal Roy Bean into joining the dark side, selling his soul for greater power. Omi still believes there's good inside Chase, but he may have to accept that the fallen warrior is too far gone.
Drink the Lao Mang Lone Soup, ancient potion of the dragon, and join me forever on the dark side. Perhaps you'd like some time to think.
Clay, you mean Raimundo? Wasn't Raimundo deemed the leader at the far end of the show? I was so certain he was Clay. Clay's not the cowboy, right? I thought it was Raimundo. Didn't he get like... Wasn't he actually became the Dragon Warrior? Other than Omi?
Boy Crab said he became evil over some bad beans rolling on the floor laughing him.
Yeah. A bad bean made a man become evil. That tells you a lot right there. Damn, that says a lot.
Think it over. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
Hitori Day said I like Raimundo. Ryuga Samurai said Clay is the cowboy. Hitori Day said you muted, bro.
Oh shit, sorry, my bad. So I didn't think like it was weird because I like Raimundo as well. I thought he was technically the main character, but apparently he wasn't. It was Omi. Because I remember watching Shaolin Showdown within not the beginning of season 1, but like one of the episodes, and I just kind of worked off from that point. But like, I knew Raimundo was liked, but I didn't think he was going to be the leader. I just assumed that he was going to eventually be a leader somewhat, or somewhat like importance, because, well, growing up at that time, kids or a dude who had spiky hair 9 times out of 10 and looked more fit than usual was usually the leaders one way or another. Two-ton tunic. And that's it. I know the cowboy wasn't going to be, or the girl, I forgot her name, but like it was between Omi and Raimundo, and I thought Omi was still going to get it because I thought, because, well, you know, it started with him per se, but because he wasn't picked to be the leader, it was kind of like, it was a bit shocking to me.
I said
Kimiko, there we go. It was a little bit shocking to me. I thought it was actually still going to go to Umi. I really thought that, but no.
Number 46, Zack is Kerr, The Secret Saturdays. Legends tell of an ancient evil cryptid named Kerr, the very first dragon with the ability to control other creatures. Throughout season 1, the Saturdays searched for Kerr.
Oh, remember this. For those who don't know, Secret Saturdays, like Secret Saturdays, Send Me Back Titan and Ben 10 and Generator X all share the same universe. And apparently Cartoon Network had something in the works for all of them to be in the same, like, movie or, like, a same, like, thing. Like, they're always going to come together as, like, one, like, team to go against one giant Thanos-level type threat, per se. Like, that was kind of in the works, but it never happened. Marvel did it I guess did it first, but then again, they was doing it too, but it was never like addressed or ever really mentioned. They was all kind of separated. The only time when any of these characters actually interacted was between Generator X and I think Ben 10, because obviously the art style looks super similar, so it was like kind of obvious. But I did not know that Secret Saturdays and what was it? Semi-Bionic Titan was actually in the same universe as Ben 10 and all of them. But apparently Cartoon Network really had something in the works that all these characters was going to work together as a team. Or come together as a team or some shit. That was the weirdest part, based on all their art styles are so different from each other.
Kerr to prevent its dark abilities from being exploited. It turns out that Kerr was closer than any of them realized.
Come on! Your power versus mine!
By the end of the season, Zack is revealed to be the reincarnation of Kerr. After its seal was broken, the cryptid spirit had latched onto Zack before he was even born.
Mom?
Zack is Kerr.
The source of Zack's cryptid influencing powers is finally revealed. However, it also paints a massive target on the Saturdays' backs as they deal with the fallout of this revelation. Number 45, the Nanite Event, Generator Rex. Many years ago, a cataclysmic event known as the Nanite Event caused an outbreak of nanites to inhabit every living being on Earth. Many ended up mutating into hybrids called Evos. Our hero Rex uses his newfound powers to subdue the more monstrous Evos.
You're welcome.
However, we later learn that Rex's involvement with the Nanite event runs deeper than even he knew. It's revealed that his brother Caesar was majorly involved with the Nanite project, and he helped infuse Rex with them to save his life.
We tried to stop them, and you were hurt. The only way to save your life was an infusion of nanites. It was risky, but it worked. We thought that would be enough to stop the others, make them see the right path.
He later sabotaged the project to keep it from falling into the wrong hands, but the result cost their parents their lives and inadvertently caused the uprising of mutated Evos.
Mom and Dad were in the reactor. As for me, I managed to escape in my lab.
Number 44, Hilda's Heritage, Hilda. The series finale finds Hilda journeying into the mysterious fairy mound in search of her father. Once inside, she finds much more than she bargained for, a jaw-dropping look into her family's history. It turns out that she and her mother Joanna are part fairy.
So, what you're saying is, I am a fairy!
When Joanna was a child, she got sick, and her parents made a deal with the fairy mound to cure her. Unfortunately, they ended up having to leave Joanna alone in the human world, with no memory of their sacrifice, while they gave themselves to the fairy mound.
In 10 years, I will
Wait, what?
and you will...
Whoa, what? What? Wait. What? I didn't hear that part. Wait, I was not paying attention to that last part. What did they do?
Number. Joanna was a child, she got sick, and her parents made a deal with the fairy mound to cure her. Unfortunately, they ended up having to leave Joanna alone in the human world, with no memory of their sacrifice, while they gave themselves to the fairy mound.
In 10 years, I will return, and you will give the girl to me.
No! We can't.
That is the bargain.
This not only explains Hilda's blue hair, but also Joanna's fear of magical creatures, having lost most of her childhood to them.
Against all our better judgment, we agreed.
Number 43, Caleb's mother, Witch. Before Witch became the heroes of Kandrakar, there was another team of guardians. Their leader, Nerissa,
I remember this show. Never watched it, but I think it played on Disney or Nickelodeon, one of those two things.
Imprisoned for killing one of her closest friends.
Devastated, Nerissa fled, but I imprisoned her, hoping she would redeem herself by facing her guilt. I fear I may have erred.
When she escaped, she bided her time, disguising herself to pave the way for her future revenge. During her masquerade, she fell in love with a rebel named Julian, and together they had a son, the current Guardian's closest ally, Caleb. All the good that Caleb did while helping the Guardians, Nerissa used as the means to further her ongoing plans to conquer Kandrakar.
Someone had to take charge, to unite the Meridianites and save their world.
That was me, not you.
And you were created by me entirely for that.
While Nerissa is an ace chess player, she's not winning any Mother of the Year awards in this lifetime.
How do you live with yourself?
By making the universe a better place.
Number 42, the original Mystery Inc., Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. We all know the current members of Mystery Incorporated: Fred, Velma, Daphne, Shaggy, and of course, Scooby-Doo. However, would you believe they weren't the first gang of mystery-solving youngsters in Crystal Cove? Indeed, there was another Mystery Incorporated 20 years before the series.
My calculations don't lie. Why are we stopping? Because of that.
They had their own animal mascot, Professor Pericles, and as an added twist, 2 of their members were Fred's biological parents.
You know what I hate most about this program? Well, I'm starting to realize. The only thing I hate about this program is that it's very difficult to zoom in and zoom out when I want to. It's fucking annoying. I'm trying to figure that part out. That's why I've been sitting here. You guys been just like kind of wondering what I've been doing. Trying to figure out where's the zoom button at.
Meaning Mayor Jones faked being his father.
Wait, are you saying that Judy Reeves is Fred's mother? But that would mean...
Brad Childs is your real father.
The gang supposedly disappeared years ago, but in reality, they were forced out of town by the mayor disguised as a monster. Since then, they've stayed hidden in the shadows until Pericles reunited them for his own purposes.
Perhaps Krampus is exactly the distraction we need.
Number 41, Discord's Poor Judgment, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. At the very start of the final season, Chrysalis, Tyrek, and Cozy Glow found themselves recruited by Grogar, the ancient tyrant of Equestria, who aimed to conquer the land again with their help.
And you have all been brought here as part of my plan to rid Equestria of Twilight Sparkle and her friends.
The trio schemed to betray him and steal his powers, but when the big day arrived, it wasn't Grogar's powers they stole, it was Discord's. It turns out that the Master of Chaos was masquerading as Grogar to prepare Twilight Sparkle for a major battle to boost her confidence as Equestria's future ruler.
Wait, Discord was Grogar? Like the whole time? Should we follow him?
While he had good intentions, they horrifically backfired, shattering Twilight's confidence and giving 3 of the most treacherous villains the means to conquer the land.
In what world is that good news?
Number 40, Rand Takes Over, Inside Job. Let's be honest, Rand was a horrible father to Reagan, being the primary source of her emotional trauma and social issues for his own benefit. It was like a breath of fresh air when she finally cut ties with him, more so when she prepared to become the new CEO of Cognito Inc.
Time to start my second first day.
However, our sighs of relief turned into gasps of shock when it was revealed that the Shadow Board chose Rand to be the new CEO instead of Reagan.
You can't mean...
Hey there, Jellybean.
No!
Meaning, despite all the damage he's done, Rand still got his way in the end and smugly holds the reins of Cognito Inc., while Reagan angrily declares what we're all thinking.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Number 39, Franz Hopper, Code Lyoko. During Season 2, we were introduced to Franz Hopper, the man responsible for creating Lyoko and Xana, and Ileda's father. Yes, it turns out that Ileda is actually human. She and her father were digitized and left in Lyoko.
But that's impossible! If Hopper's daughter were on Lyoko, I would have definitely known
I forgot how much they how ugly this art style was. I'm sorry, I forgot how ugly this art style truly was back in the day. Like it still slaps, don't get me wrong. I just forgot how ugly it is. Their heads are so huge. And the eyes are so spaced. And I'm one to speak because like anime is kind of like that, but like it's Jesus Christ.
said I was about to say I loved it.
No, it's fine. Like the art style, like don't get me wrong, the show is still slaps. It's still good. I remember watching it as a kid, but now looking back at it now, I was like, damn, this fucking show is fucking ugly. Well, the character designs are ugly, but the show still slaps. It's still awesome.
Mystery? He had been silently helping them from the shadows, seemingly sacrificing himself to save his daughter's life.
I want to enter into contact with you now.
Wow, I can't believe it.
I am Franz Hopper. I am Franz Hopper.
I am Franz Hopper.
I am Franz Hopper.
However, in Season 4, it's revealed that Franz Hopper is very much still alive, having manifested into a ball of light energy. While he can no longer speak, it won't stop him from doing what he can to protect his daughter and put an end to Xana once and for all.
Xana's trying to destroy a kind of brightly lit bubble. What do we do? Protect it. That bubble is Franz Hopper.
Number 38, Eddie's brother. Ed, and Eddie's Big Picture Show.
Oh, this man of a cunt. Oh my god, this man. I tell you something.
His older brother has been an overarching mystery.
The newest character in this show was the most hated. You brought in a whole new character and made you hate him with the first 5 minutes of knowing them.
All we knew about him was the stories Eddie would tell. How he was the coolest guy in the cul-de-sac and was a whiz at everything. However, when we finally
you better jump out of here now.
Truth is far bleaker than fiction.
Why is your girlfriend wearing a sock on her head?
In reality, Eddie's brother is a total fraud. A creep who torments his younger sibling for the fun of it. Eddie made up all those stories to fool others into liking him, and it's plain to see that his brother is the source of his bad attitude.
Uncle! Say what? Uncle!
Hi! Hopefully, with everything out in the open, Eddie can have another chance to make more friends with a clean slate.
Bro, give it up! Give it up? I thought you wanted to hang with your hero. I do, bro, I do!
Number 37, Mizu's childhood tormentor, Blue Eye.
Yeah, the first time they brought a brand new character into that show was the last time you saw a new character in that show. That dude was a piece of shit. He got what was coming to him, but then again, it's like, Jesus Christ, bro. You don't see your little brother like that, and you do that shit to him in front of all his friends? That's wild, man. And what's worse, you live in a trailer, bro. You're not doing very well in life right now at a carnival. And then that's why you realize that Eddie's dad kicked him out. Eddie's dad kicked out his older brother because he was a menace. He realized this man is crazy.
Samurai. Being half Japanese and half European in an unaccepting time, Mizu led a hard life of heartache and discrimination. One of the worst incidents...
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm never gonna watch this, so I don't care for the spoiler. I'm just gonna be honest.
...was during her childhood when she was harassed and tormented by a group of hateful kids. Mizu held her own against them, but the conflict didn't end there.
Told you. Round eye. Like a dog.
Many years later during her travels, she has an unexpected reunion with one of her offenders, Taigen, who grew up to be a samurai.
You won't go anywhere except in the funeral cart.
The two cross blades. While Taigen has the upper hand, Mizu overpowers him, robbing him of his honor after severing his chonmage. These childhood reunions get more awkward every year, but hopefully Taigen will learn not to disrespect Mizu again. Number 36, The Clones, The Venture Brothers. At the end of Season 1, Hank and Dean...
This app, I used to use it. Oh, you're talking about, the rough animator. Do you know how to zoom in and zoom out on this bitch? I've been trying to figure it out for the longest while. I want to zoom in and zoom out like I'm in Clip Studio Paint, but I can't because it's not Clip Studio Paint. Is there a zoom in and zoom out? Because I want to zoom in so I can do like the lines cleaner. I know I shouldn't zoom in. I know that's like a... But then again, I want to zoom in.
are suddenly blown up by the monarch's henchmen. Dr. Orpheus is devastated by the boys' death, but all their father Rusty can say.
Oh no, I'm not using a touchscreen. Unless that was they actually was meant for. And I didn't know that. Because I'm using XP Pen E20. I'm using XP Pen E20, but if that's the case, then I'm fucked.
Say is get their clothes.
It is awful!
You didn't even see her. It was horrific.
No, it was awful that you would do this to your boys.
Please, you do this kind of crap every day.
A cryptic response, but what we learn next paints an even bleaker picture. It turns out that Rusty had clones of the boys on standby. Even worse, this isn't the first time Hank and Dean had died. They were killed multiple times up to this point, either due to dangerous missions or their own bumbling.
If it makes you feel any better, the ones you knew weren't the originals. We've been through this, I don't know, how many times, Brock?
This will be 14.
It's
Damn.
grim that Rusty would treat his own sons as expendable, but somehow, Hank takes the news better than Dean. Does that make it okay?
You're not upset? About what? That I'm like some kind of super cool, probably magic Highlander cyborg clone? No. Hey, just one more reason it's great to be a Venture.
Number 35, a shocking comeback. Monsters at Work. Monsters, Inc. has been experiencing a lot of bad luck lately. Their public image is tarnished thanks to some leaky laugh energy, while their main competitor, Fearco, is thriving. Worst of all, it looks like our hero Tyler was sabotaging the company. It turns out there was a saboteur, but it wasn't Tyler, it was Randall Boggs.
Boggs.
Mission accomplished, boss.
Having been stuck in the human world since the original movie, Randall was brought home by Fearco's CEO and wasted no time returning.
What the fuck is this? Bro, what? Wait. That a sequel? I know they had a prequel. That a sequel? When did Monster Inc. have a sequel? Oh hell no! What the hell? What? Am I missing something? I'm missing something. Bro, is this a sequel? Is this a show? Or is this a Disney Plus thing? Why do I feel like this is a Disney Plus thing? This probably is a fucking Disney Plus thing. I swear to God, if this is... I swear to God, if this is a Disney Plus thing... Anything that happens at Disney, you deserve everything about it. I swear to God.
Said visit Artextric's Ko-fi page at Ryuga Samurai said IDK.
Did you didn't know about this too, Bri? Oh my God. Yo, I'm telling you, if this is a... Ooh. Bro. If this is a sequel to the movie, I swear to God...
to his old tricks to sabotage Monsters.
Like, I don't even care now. I don't care. But if there's a sequel and I didn't know about it...
Said Monster Incorporated was my childhood crying face emoji.
Right.
You see, Fearco had a problem. Screen power was kaput, and Johnny needed to protect his family legacy.
You can only imagine how hard our jaws dropped seeing Randall back after so long. By the end of the season, he's on the run again.
It's a fucking
relatively speaking,
season! Bro! It's on Disney Plus! Why am I not hearing about this? I have not heard a single thing from these people about Monsters Inc. having a sequel series to the movie. Oh, you deserve everything that happens to you, Disney and Pixar. To hell with all y'all. To hell with all y'all. Y'all was quick to push that fucking horrible movie called Strange World and that Elio movie, but you didn't. Man, fuck all y'all.
Rather small.
Number 34, The Real Liv Amara. Big Hero 6, the series.
Yeah, but there's a trailer.
Has said there's a Zootopia 1 too.
Oh. Wait, sequel series? There's a series of Zootopia? On Disney Plus, like a show? Are you serious?
Mike has said yup.
Oh my God, fuck Disney.
Season 2 of the Big Hero 6 series introduced us to...
I'm not even a Zootopia fan, but the fact that I'm now hearing about this shows how shit their marketing team is. Or they really prioritize things that don't seem... They prioritize shows or movies that don't make money. It's like literally any Fortune 500 company hates money. We should study how much Disney is a bullshit company. Fuck Disney.
Liv Amara, the corrupt founder and CEO of Sycorax. However, some cryptic wordplay and a shocking revelation show us that Liv isn't who she claims to be. In reality, the woman we've been following is actually a biological clone named daY.
Good news. I got the gold. I promised you I'd do whatever it takes. Liv?
The real Liv Amara was cryogenically frozen after becoming infected with life-threatening parasites. Meanwhile, daY took her place, while trying to find a cure for the original's affliction, no matter the cost.
What did you do? What you created me to do.
Oh yeah. I think this is Big Hero 6, right? I know that got a secret. I got a series or something.
To save you. I never wanted to be saved like this.
While she had noble intentions, daY's methods proved too extreme, and once Liv recovered, she shut down her clone's operation, ashamed of everything daY had done in her name.
I did my job. You should be grateful. I'm ashamed.
Number 33, Number 0, codename Kids Next Door, Operation Zero. Many years ago, the legendary Number 0 defeated the insidious Grandfather and saved the world. Decades later, when Grandfather's tyranny starts anew, Number 1 will need to find Number 0 to defeat him once again. To Nigel's and our complete shock, Number 0 turns out to be none other than his father, Monty Uno.
My own dad is really Number 0! Of course I'm Number 0, Nigel! Where do you think you got all of your skills?
It's definitely shocking, but it also makes sense. Number 1 is arguably the best operative in the KND.
Nice.
Where else would he get his skills from than a living legend?
Are you crazy, Dad? I know you've been away and all, but that's our worst enemy! Try listening to what's going on, Number 1. You might just learn something.
In the end, the two save the Earth, and Monty gives up being Number 0 again to take on an even bigger mission, being a good father to his only son, Nigel.
I'm an adult, and I need to complete the most important mission of my life, being a good father to my son.
Number 32, Emperor Bellows, the Owl House. During a time pool...
Not gonna lie to you, that was a touching moment in that episode. I kinda wanted to cry myself.
Adventure, Luce and Lilith encounter Philip Whittabane, the human who wound up in the demon realm, hoping to return home. He tricks the two witches to further his own shady goals, and they leave him with a broken nose.
If you or your aunt want to... You hateable sorceress! Stay mad. Come, Lucera, we're finished here.
The episode ends with Philip planning ahead, speaking in a cryptically familiar voice, one belonging to Emperor Bellows.
I just need to live long enough to see this through. And you're going to help me, Collector.
Indeed. It turns out that Philip grew up as the so-called King of the Boiling Isles. Not only is he not a real witch, but his hatred for magical beings drives him to cook up a master plan to eviscerate them from under their noses. Luce takes this revelation the hardest, too sickened to say his former name.
No, you're Bellows! You're just Bellows!
Please, do me a kindness and call me by my real name.
I can't.
Number 31, Scoutmaster Lumpus is a fake, Camp Laszlo. It's the final episode.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that was shocking when you found out that Scoutmaster Lumpus was a fake, but it's not shocking at the same time. This man was so irresponsible as fuck. So irresponsible, he did not give a flying shit.
He be a wizard or is the actual male witch?
I think no, a male witch is a warlock. A good witch is I guess for males is called a wizard. I think that's the distinction between the two. A wizard is a good one that dabbles in the fine arts with efficacy, and a male witch who probably dabbles in the dark arts is a warlock, as I remember right. But like this is wild. I was not too surprised that he was a fake. I just was surprised that no one figured this out yet. Because this man was extremely irresponsible with these kids.
And Scoutmaster Lumpus's latest
Actually, no. The part that actually proves to me that the part that actually was shocking to me is that this man is a crazy person. From this psych ward, he's a crazy person.
Horrendously. Yet the show decided to throw in one last unexpected twist. A squad of police pulls up and outsteps a distressed steer. The steer drops a major bombshell. He's the real Scoutmaster of Camp Kidney.
And then, you know what's the wildest part? The biggest, well, a lot of people don't know. And they did this on purpose to skin this character. What people did not know, this character is not just a random character. This is Heifer from Rocko's Modern Life. That's Heifer. The yellow bull is the same voice actor too. That is Heifer. A lot of people did not know that. It's the weirdest thing.
Lumpus abducted him and stole his job.
He's an imposter, a fake, and worse, he is no Scoutmaster of Camp Kidney!
Sorry about that.
The episode ends with Lumpus being hauled away, and we bid goodbye to the Bean Scouts, having reached the point of no return.
What are you doing? Get your hands off of me!
The biggest twist of all is that the real Scoutmaster resembles Heifer from Joe Murray's other hit cartoon, Rocko's Modern Life. This would have been confirmed if only they weren't on competing networks.
Right?
No one loves me.
Number 30. Thomas is a Spy. Regular show. Introduced at the beginning of Season 4, Thomas proves his worth when the past comes back to haunt the park. Thomas is upgraded to a regular cast member, but isn't given another prominent storyline until Season 5.
Let's be honest, that is Heifer. Oh, it is peeking. That is Heifer. Let me put it a little more. That is Heifer. They have the same voice actor. I don't think that was on accident. They're very much aware. You can look at this. You can look at the art style. It looks exactly the same almost. That was not on accident. That was on purpose to even for people who was actually paying attention at that time. That's the funniest part.
When he helps his friends reclaim a statue under the guise of Nicholas.
I could go undercover as an intern and gather information. We'll take them down from the inside.
Thomas didn't randomly choose this name, and his knowledge of espionage didn't come out of nowhere either. In Season 6, Thomas reveals himself as Nikolai, a Russian spy, and the mom he often speaks of is an acronym for Ministry of Meadow Management.
Some years ago, I was embraced by a new mom, the Ministry of Meadow Management.
Despite this
This is a funny twist. I'm pretty sure some of you know this, but the voice actor that plays Thomas from regular show is Sonic the Hedgehog, and also plays Mirage from Apex Legends.
Deceit. Nikolai's loyalties lie with his friends as he goes on the run. Although this twist wasn't planned from the start, Thomas's evolution from intern to spy feels surprisingly natural.
My name is not Thomas. It is Nikolai, and I am Russian spy.
Number 29. Greg and Wirt are from modern day, Over the Garden Wall. This miniseries plops us into the unknown as brothers Wirt and Greg navigate a dark forest, searching for home.
Where are we?
In the woods?
I mean, what are we doing out here?
We don't know where the brothers came from, but based on their eccentric fashion, it's safe to assume they aren't that far removed from this fantastical universe.
If I remember right, I think the fan theory is that they're actually dead wandering in limbo or something, or they're in hell. It's one of those two things. Because they can't remember how they got there, much less why they're there. And I think it loops again or some shit like that. I think they're both in hell or something like that. I think. Or I think that, yeah, I think they're either they're in hell or they're wandering through the between the realms of death or something like that. Because I think, if I remember right, I think the older brother was a coward or some shit, and the other one was more optimistic, the small one. And I think there was the fan theory where within the show, there's a metaphor or something that happens with these two where I think the brother, not purposely, but let the other one drown to death because he was too scared to go get him. And I think out of guilt, I think he took his own life or something. Something like that fan theory. I don't think that happened in them, but like something to that schmay.
That's the case, though. Why are Wirt and Greg caught off guard by some of the creatures they come across?
Maybe I can help you. I mean, you guys are lost, right?
What in the world is going on?
Everything begins to add up in the penultimate episode, where we learn that Wirt and Greg are modern-day kids. We're unsure how modern since the precise year is left vague, but in any case, they're even further from home than we realized. The Halloween backdrop explains their wardrobes, while the show's title is also given a deeper meaning.
Yes. Into the unknown.
Number 28, The Flash Forward, Bluey. Following the show's first extended special, the episode's surprise seems like a return to the status quo. It's a typical day as Bandit balances playing 2 games with his daughters.
I was just watching the race, mate. The Aussie fella.
I find it funny.
Samurai said I'm guessing 70s or 80s.
Yeah, if there's a tape recorder, either 70s or 80s at max, maybe early 90s, but that's a stretch. I'm gonna say like 80s or 70s. You're probably right on that one. I would say at least between 1975 or 1980, because they're using a tape recorder, and that's not something common people just use at all these days. Even in the 90s, we had something called Walkman. So like we had something close to that cassette back in the day that still exists back in the 90s, but it was not really used. It was usually Walkmans, the ones that would like the cassettes you put in and stuff you walk with. And there was a CD version or whatever the case may be. So, yeah. God, I'm fucking old.
I was doing well.
Aww.
You know, all my years of knowing about Bluey's existence, I never really gave the show a chance to watch, but it seems like it resonates with a bunch of families and people in general.
You can dip in and out.
One sees Bluey bombard her father with a ball blaster, while the other finds Bingo playing a parent.
Gotcha.
Noticing that her dedicated dad could use a break, Bluey makes a mature decision.
It's okay, Dad. I'm Finucane's sister. I'll look after him. You take the others to daycare.
Bluey grows in ways we didn't anticipate, as the episode's ending provides a glimpse into her adulthood. Arriving at her parents' house, Bluey is now all grown up. In yet another twist, there's a new kid on the block who looks an awful lot like Bluey and Mackenzie. Even with the word surprise in the title, this came out of the blue.
No one. That's weird. Oh no.
Number 27, Marcy's Betrayal, Amphibia. This series follows Anne, an ordinary girl who's transported to a world where amphibians reign supreme.
Guys! I just had the craziest dream. I was trapped in a world of frog pee.
Anne arrives with her friends Sasha and Marcy, although their dynamic is slowly unveiled. Considering how Sasha bossed Anne around before coming to Amphibia, it's not surprising that she allies with the villains before redeeming herself. Marcy's dark turn is another story.
He promised he'd take us with him to the new worlds, that we could have amazing adventures just like this one forever and ever.
Reuniting with Anne, Marcy seems like the glue who held their friends together. That description takes on a more disturbing meaning upon learning Marcy purposely stranded them in Amphibia, not wanting to move with her parents.
Did it ever occur to you, Anne, Sasha, that one of you knew more than she was letting on? That one of you might have gotten you stranded in Amphibia on purpose.
To stay with her friends, Marcy unwisely cuts a deal with King Andrius. Marcy's lies continue to snowball until she's forced to face the music box and a sword. Number 26, Scott Pilgrim dies. Scott Pilgrim takes off.
I won?
Wait a second. You know what? I don't think that's even the shocking part, because I think that's like in episode 1 or 2, and then Ramona just takes over, so I'm not even gonna be upset. They did the same shit to
Uga Samurai said yep.
Yeah, they did the same shit to fucking He-Man, and I think he came back to the far end of the season or some shit.
I won!
It was right there in the title, and yet this twist hit us hard. Throughout the first episode, Scott Pilgrim Takes Off seems like a beat-for-beat adaptation of the graphic novels. It's well executed, but we already got a mostly faithful adaptation over a decade ago. Why do we need to see the same story again? The pilot's ending answers our question by going off-book.
Time to fight!
Matt Patel versus Scott Pilgrim.
Scott doesn't defeat the first of Ramona's evil exes. Matthew Patel beats Scott, apparently killing him. While Scott isn't really dead, he does take off, sending Ramona on a journey to find him. This approach provides more development for Ramona, the supporting cast, and even Scott, telling an alternate story that still preserves the franchise's essential.
Something tells me that only happened because DEI. I'm not even gonna lie to you, to a degree, and I don't mean to use that just so like out of wayside, but it just feels something, because remember, no one said
Ryuga Samurai said it was basically Ramona getting forgiveness from her
exes, yeah. So what it was a redemption arc for her and none for him. Because if I remember right from the comic, he actually is a scumbag because he fucks a bunch of girls or some shit like that. And he's arrogant with it or some shit like that. If I remember right, based on the graphic novel. Now, what makes this annoying is that if they said this is an alternate version,
said, yeah, pretty much.
Like if this was an alternate version, then and we knew that coming in, then I would not be upset with him, because if you told them, then that's one thing. Because, you know, fans are still going to watch an alternate version, you know what I'm saying? But to give them the idea, because you put Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, you're not going to really think, oh, this is a different version. You just think, oh, that's just a new title just to get people kind of like hyped for the new show. Because if you just put Scott Pilgrim, they're going to get confused and try and go watch the movie, right? But if you put Takes Off, maybe it's something completely different, especially as animated. So, like, okay. But what they did is pull a switcheroo on you. Switch and bait and switch type move, which is a bitch move to do, because what you just did is lie to majority of your fan base, giving them something that they did not come for. It's like me buying a burger and you gave me everything that's not supposed to be my burger. Instead of having cheese, the burger, pickles and lettuce and, you know, tomatoes and onions, you put everything. You put fish, a smidge of lettuce, and then, like, I don't know, some beets. Everything but what I asked for. But because it kind of resembles a burger, therefore that's good enough. Fuck you. And which is wild, I paid the same price for something I didn't even want. So, like, that's even more worse. This is like Spider-Man 2. You bait and switch everyone what the thing was supposed to be about, and now everyone's mad about it, and then you call them a bunch of names. I have noticed this with Netflix, Disney, and all of them. Whenever it comes to female protagonists, either if they're villainous, they get totally redemption arc almost instantly, and they don't really face any consequences of their actions per se. The only time there's actions being placed upon each other.
Ryuga Samurai said, nah, they gave you taco, meat, cheese, lettuce, and salsa on a bun.
On a bun. It's a reverse taco, I guess. And then what's wild is, like, whenever the character... Okay, so I noticed this. So when a character is a female-driven show, like offbeat-driven show, and it's known to be offbeat show, like, I noticed the only time women ever have any form of consequences is when it's woman versus woman. And that's sometimes even rare in itself, because sometimes when it's woman against woman, like the villain's a woman and the hero's a woman, either two things will happen. That woman will actually get consequences for the show she's in, or she'll get redemption arc and become a friend of the main character. But whenever it's a woman versus man, that man will get either destroyed completely, like totally nerfed, like out of nowhere. Like, he will either get nerfed instantly and get killed, or he'll just get killed in the most brutal fashion ever. And then whenever the main character is a dude and the villain is a woman, she either gets redemption arc and saved.
Basically fan fiction.
Yeah, basically fan fiction in its nutshell. That's what's crazy about this. Now, no hate to Ramona fans. I have no problem with Ramona or any of the characters. It's just I have a problem with the writer writing something completely different. Now, if you let people know it's different, then you can't be mad. But when you gave people the impression that it's going to be like a one-to-one to the graphic novel, fuck you.
Elements.
You didn't create a force field preventing me and Ramona from kissing, did you?
Number 25. Vaggie is a fallen angel. Has-been hotel. Turns out that the X over Vaggie's left eye isn't just for decoration.
Do you really think I wouldn't recognize one of my top girls just because you're out of uniform?
Charlie has finally been granted a meeting in heaven, but this isn't Vaggie's first trip upstairs. Adam drops the bombshell that Vaggie used to be an exterminator angel. When confronting a child on extermination day, Vaggie chose compassion, losing her wings and one eye in the process.
Run now.
She met Charlie shortly after, but even as they grew closer, Vaggie concealed how she came to hell. The truth gives Charlie pause about their relationship. Thankfully, it isn't a long pause, as Vaggie's unyielding dedication only strengthens Charlie's core beliefs in forgiveness, redemption, and love.
I got you a souvenir from Cannibal Town.
Oh, Charlie.
The wings are new. They look nice. Come on, let's go home.
If love can flourish in hell, it can thrive anywhere, maybe even in heaven. Number 24. Norman is the Green Goblin, the spectacular Spider-Man. We know what some of you are already typing in the comments. Of course Norman Osborn was the Green Goblin.
Like,
Haven't you ever read a comic or
funny. I find it funny. They said, even she said the wordplay is there. It's like she said she can, if you can find love in hell, maybe you can even find love in heaven. I'm like, that sounds very backwards.
_May_frog_ said WTF, why is this man's voice so calming?
Mine? No. I don't think it's me. I think you're talking about something else.
Seen any Spider-Man movie? This show knew we would be suspecting Norman from the moment the Goblin showed up, though.
I'm so lost. Yeah, I was sure Norman was the Goblin, so I saw Harry wearing the mask, and now I don't know if either one is got it.
The spectacular Spider-Man plays with expectations.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the kind words, but I don't think I do. If anything, it sounds prepubescent and annoying, to be honest.
Harry behind the mask in Season 1. Norman claims he's been trying to protect his son, appearing sincere.
I protected Harry. If I'd been sent to prison, who'd have made a man out of him?
While Norman may color outside the lines of justice, we believe he isn't the Green Goblin. Norman continues to deceive everyone, Spider-Man included, until the series finale when the true Goblin is unmasked.
You were the Goblin all along!
Amazingly, the show made us forget everything we knew about Norman Osborn, reminding us by yanking the rug out from under. Number 23. Cassandra Crosses the Line, Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure. Here's another show where the writers were one step ahead of even the most attentive viewers. From the get-go, there seemed to be something off about Rapunzel's best friend Cassandra. The fact that she's adopted and looks like Mother Gothel only added to our suspicions.
That's my
mother. Yes, it is.
Over 2 seasons, though, Cassandra establishes herself as a loyal friend. She occasionally clashes with Rapunzel, but by the second season finale, we're convinced she would never betray Rapunzel. Or maybe she would. Just as Rapunzel is within the Moonstone's grasp, Cassandra swoops in, claiming what she believes to be her destiny.
Cassandra? What are you doing? I'm fulfilling my destiny.
Cassandra was Gothel's biological daughter, resenting Rapunzel for the life she stole. Even if you predicted Cassandra's lineage, the way the truth comes out threw everyone for a loop.
I tried to warn you, Rapunzel. You have to be careful who you trust.
Number 22. Powder Tries to Help, Arcane. Jinx is one of the most recognizable League of Legends characters, but her upbringing wasn't fleshed out going into this series. Introduced as Powder, fans of the game...
Wait a minute. I'm not going to... I actually want to see this one. I know. I'm just being kind of biased at this point, but I can't. I want to actually see this.
Figured that this little just how persistent initially inadvertently killed Powder's foster brother. Realize what Powder has done? Their relationship appears beyond repair. When the sisters meet again, Powder is essentially gone, with only Jinx remaining.
No, I saw the first one. Okay, I thought you thought about the second one.
Number 21, Gambit's Sacrifice.
No, I thought it was the second one. I didn't see the second one. The second season, I mean. Holy shit. That was gonna piss me off.
97.
Some say they're freaks. Some call them monsters.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, I've turned down the thing. My bad. My bad, guys. I'm sorry. There we go.
monsters, but all over the planet they are known as mutants.
The original X-Men series regularly explored adult themes, but being
that
part
was
of the
from the
Fox
first
Kids
season.
programming block, the showrunners could only go so far. When this sequel series was announced, we wondered if Disney would allow these characters to grow up with their audience. While the characters themselves haven't drastically aged, the story significantly matures in episode 5.
What in tarnation?
Just after the world takes a small step towards accepting mutants, a huge step is taken backward as Master Mold and the Sentinels attack Genosha, killing thousands. Yes, people die in the show, including main characters. Among the casualties is Gambit, who sacrifices himself just as Rogue comes to terms with her feelings for him.
Gambit, see your bet and raise it!
Gambit's death changes the game, evolving the series in unexpected ways. Number 20, Will Harper, Young Justice. Near the end of Young Justice's first season, Roy Harper was finally welcomed into the Justice League.
Finally, Green Arrow welcomes his former protege, Speedy, now known as Red Arrow, to this roster of heroes.
Way to go, Roy!
At last he has his wish.
The first of us to make it.
However, fulfilling his dream just unravels one plot twist after another. First of all, he was unknowingly a sleeper agent programmed to infiltrate the League. What's even more shocking? He wasn't the real Roy Harper. In reality, he was a clone to replace the actual Speedy who was abducted years before the series started.
This Roy Harper had no idea he was a clone or a traitor, and his subconscious programming drove him to become League-worthy.
After he found the real Roy, the clone eventually retired from being a hero and left to make a new life for himself as Will, showing that although he was created for nefarious purposes, he could rise above all that and forge his own identity.
I don't want to be the cause of more conflict between you two.
Fun fact, the voice actor of this character is Itachi from Naruto.
I'd understand if you never wanted to lay eyes on me again. I don't know.
Number 19, April, DuckTales. Throughout the DuckTales reboot, we believed that Webby's only family was her grandmother, Mrs. Beakley.
Granny gave up her job as a spy so she could raise me. I never really knew my parents before they— That's it! I bet your spy granny is hiding something about your actual family that explains why we exist!
However, the series finale changed everything Webby thought about her life. For starters, Beakley isn't really her grandmother. She found the infant Webby and took her in for her protection. But the biggest twist of all? Webby is actually a clone made from the DNA of Scrooge McDuck.
Who is Webby made from?
Why, your old Uncle Scrooge McDuck, of course. You fellas all knew that, right? You did?
For years, Webby idolized the McDucks, and they became a surrogate family to her. But to find out not only that she's related by blood to her idols, and that Scrooge himself is her genetic father, really takes the cake.
Yeah,
it just goes to show how deep a
that's a big bitch of a bird, I swear to God.
familial bond can really be. Number 18, Unicron the Destroyer, Transformers Prime. In the Season 1 finale of Transformers Prime, a planetary alignment is having a strange effect on the Earth. Natural disasters are popping up left and right, and a volcano is erupting Dark Energon? But Dark Energon is rumored to be the blood of the Cybertronian god of chaos Unicron. So why would it be pumping out of the Earth? In a shocking turn of events, Unicron himself is the Earth's core.
A Cybertronian heartbeat?
How is that possible? A heart pumps blood. There's nothing inside the Earth to pump except blood of Unicron.
When he was defeated eons ago, the Earth was formed around his dormant body, and only an unlikely alliance can assure he never awakens again. This was a very unique way to bring Unicron into the series, and only strengthened the connection between Earth and Cybertron.
Primus became one with the very core of our planet, creating life through the well of all sparks, while Unicron was never to be heard from again.
It's so crazy how even if you're not a Transformers fan, you're a Transformers fan. Now, not a Transformers fan of the show. You're the Transformers fan of Optimus Prime. Because if you was growing up in the early 2000s, his voice was the main announcer's voice in Toonami. So the dude who does the voice of Optimus Prime for all this years, I think his name is something Collins, I forgot his name. Phil Collins, I think his name. He's been the voice of the Tanami voice, not Tom, but the announcer thing. The announcer person. When there's a new trailer coming in and you're not deep voice, dude. That was Optimus Prime the entire time throughout your whole childhood. So even if you didn't watch Transformers, you was probably a fan of Optimus Prime. That's why they always sound so similar, and that's why Optimus Prime always had that familiar voice for those who didn't really notice the two. It's the same voice actor. I think his name is Henry Collins, if I remember right. So he was the voice of the announcer guy in Tanami, within the Tanami blocks and stuff. He introduced Naruto. He introduced what another show? SAO, I think. He also introduced Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin.
Mike has said Peter Cullen.
Peter Cullen, there you go. I can't say Henry. Peter Cullen, yes, there you go. So that's a crazy thing.
Till now.
Number 17, Cartman's real father, South Park. Remember when Cartman had Scott Tenorman's parents killed and tricked Scott into eating their remains?
And of course, feed you your chili. Do you like it? Do you like it, Scott? I call it Mr. and Mrs. Tenorman chili.
It's a testament to how twisted Cartman can be, but the story doesn't end there. Years later, Scott gets his revenge on Cartman by dropping a major bombshell. He is actually Cartman's half-brother, meaning that Cartman unknowingly murdered his own father.
Jack Tenorman was your father. You killed your own father, and then you fed him to your half-brother!
One of the show's biggest mysteries was who Cartman's father was. Well, we got our answer in the most gruesome of ways. Naturally, Cartman is horrified, not because of his own actions, but because this means he's half ginger.
My dad was Scott Tenorman's dad! Don't you guys realize what that means? Yeah, dude, we know what it means. My dad was a ginger!
Even when facing the consequences of his horrific deeds, Cartman may never change. Number 16, Nibbler and Fry, Futurama. We all know Fry's story, but what if his cryogenic freezing was no accident? Fry getting sent to the future was actually a calculated plan by Nibbler. He made the prank call that brought Fry to the lab, and he caused Fry to trip and fall into the freezer. The reason he did all this was because Fry was the only one who could save the future from a massive threat.
Our sages foresee that in 1,000 years, for one moment, the fate of the universe will depend on you. Since you will not live that long, I must freeze you now.
Even though Fry doesn't like being used, a lot of good came out of Nibbler's interference. He found a better life in the future and the woman of his dreams, Leela. So, in a way, meddling with his past was the best thing to ever happen to him.
You know what, Fry? I don't care if you're not the most important person in the universe. It really makes me happy to see you right now.
Number 15, Aku and Ashi.
If I remember right, I think the reason why Nibbler needed him because Fry is so dumb, he was able to defeat the brains or something. If I remember right, he was so stupid that he was able to outsmart the brains people who's like, I think it was brains, who was trying to destroy like the whole universe or something. If memory serves me right, unless I'm getting that confused with something else. You guys can tell me.
Samurai Jack.
Hold it! Time out! Really? There's more Aku here besides me.
Ashi was part of the Daughters of Aku, a cult of assassins dedicated to the demonic dictator himself with one singular goal: to kill Samurai Jack. However, traveling with Jack allows her to break away from Aku's influence, but it turns out her connection to the demon is deeper than even she knows.
A true daughter of Aku!
Granddad.
Oh yeah, he was his own grandfather. He had a paradox or something. That was insane. Yeah, he fucked his own grandma and became his own grandfather. Don't know how that works. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. But then again, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. Because if you were to fuck your grandma, I don't think that will go well for you. That's so weird. Fucking weird.
No! In reality, she is Aku's daughter biologically, his demon essence being a part of her since childbirth. This means that not only does she possess Aku's powers, but their connection allows him to use her as a puppet to try and slay Jack for good.
Ashi. Ashi. Please. Ashi, fight.
Fortunately, Ashi manages to break free, and her new powers enable Jack to finally put an end to Aku's terror. Number 14. Hawkgirl's real mission, Justice League. While Hawkgirl claims that her coming to Earth was an accident, she becomes one of the founding members of the Justice League. However, in Season 2, we learn the true motives for her arrival. She's a military spy for her people, the Thanagarians, scouting the planet in preparation for a massive invasion.
Don't fight us, we're trying to help you.
Do you ever stop lying?
I tell you something. This woman was weird. This character was a very weird one in Justice League. Because there was an episode, and I don't know if this was after. I think this was after Justice League. If I remember right. I think it was after Justice League. And this was in Justice League Unlimited,
Mike
where
has said one about Invincible is going to be on this list.
Maybe. We'll see. But if it's like Season 2 Invincible, I'm jumping out. Because I think I've seen only Season 1. This is Season 2. I'm jumping out if it's Season 1 type spoilers.
It was for your own good. You've got to trust me.
Why? Whose side?
It was weird because isn't she supposed to be some type of Egyptian spirit that gets reincarnated every like 100 years or something, and then has to fall in love with the same man over and over again in different reincarnations of themselves? I think this was in Justice League Unlimited. But she's an alien at the same time. How does that make any sense?
What are you really on?
While she redeems herself in the end, the damage is already done. She lied to her friends and sold out the planet that saw her as a hero. After that, the only honorable thing she can do is leave the League behind.
I've spent the last 5 years torn between my feelings and my duty. I won't ask you to do the same. Therefore, I am resigning from the Justice League, effective immediately.
She returns to them eventually, but it takes a while to restore her good name with the League and the public. Number 13. Zuko's grandfather, Avatar: The Last Airbender. For the longest time, Zuko is sure that defeating Avatar Aang would help him realize his destiny. But one earth-shattering discovery shakes his entire worldview. First, we learn how his paternal great-grandfather Sozin betrayed his childhood friend and Aang's predecessor, Avatar Roku.
Please. Without you, all my plans are suddenly possible. I have a vision for the future, Roku.
But almost everyone knows that story. What Zuko didn't know was that Roku was his maternal great-grandfather. Suddenly, Zuko's inner struggle becomes much clearer. Both his great-grandfather's conflict symbolizes his own inner turmoil between deciding which path to follow, good or evil.
Because of your legacy, you alone can cleanse the sins of our family and the Fire Nation.
If any good comes out,
why do I feel like that was a giant metaphor for white people somewhere down the line?
out of this existential crisis, it's that it finally sets Zuko along the path of redemption to help Aang finally end the war. Number 12. Project Batman Beyond, Justice League Unlimited. It turns out that Terry and Bruce's relationship goes beyond a teacher-student bond. Terry is actually Bruce's biological son. For context, Amanda Waller secretly used Bruce's DNA to alter Terry's father's reproductive system, ensuring that his son would be a worthy successor as Batman.
Actually, it was a nanotech solution programmed to rewrite his reproductive material into an exact copy of Bruce Wayne's.
How effectively, systematically, and scientifically cuck a man like no other. I tell you something. Woo! I said if I was his father, and plus his death was actually probably scripted too. When you really think about it, if Amanda Waller was trying to recreate the whole Batman thing all over again, which she was, his death was probably scripted too. That's crazy. Bro had no chance. Bro had no chance. Man, you systematically, scientifically cucked this man hard. He didn't even know it.
A little over a year later, your mother gave birth to you.
She even schemed to have Terry relive the tragedy that kickstarted Bruce's crime-fighting career. While her plan didn't go as intended, Terry would eventually become the new Batman. Not as Bruce's carbon copy, but as someone truly worthy of carrying out his legacy. This episode serves as the conclusion to Batman Beyond's story, and it ends the tale on a high note by giving Terry and Bruce the satisfying endings they both deserve.
Better suit up.
You should eat something first. Keep up your strength.
When I get back.
You're a stubborn piece of work, you know that. Just like my old man.
Number 11, the Utrom Shredder, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
None of you will leave here alive.
During a brawl at TCRI, the Turtles band together to bring the Shredder down, only to be greeted by a nasty surprise. Shredder is actually a fugitive Utrom alien. This little pest went on a rampage against his fellow aliens and then escaped to Earth, where he took on his faux identity, inspired by the legend of the actual Shredder of old, and vowed to conquer the Utroms and anyone who got in his way.
Let's just say the metal fell from the heavens.
While he's technically not the genuine article, he took this stolen identity and made it his own, as the Turtles' most formidable and ruthless adversary. It'd be safe to say that he was the one true Shredder.
The Shredders? And Utrom?
Number 10, Ice King's Past Life, Adventure Time.
Hello, my name is Simon Petrikov. I'm recording this tape so that people will know my story.
Finn and Jake come across a video diary about the Ice King
to finish up this quick sketch, since I gotta figure out how to do a zoom in on the thing. When are you not live, bro? I wasn't live yesterday.
Discovery about their wizarding nemesis. 1,000 years ago, Ice King was a normal human named Simon Petrikov, whose life was transformed the day he found the magic crown. He was gifted with ice powers, but his sanity completely crumbled.
Visions. I fought with them, shouted at them until I realized it wasn't real, it was the crown.
This adds a depressing new depth to the icy princess-chasing psychopath. He once had a normal life, a beautiful fiancée, whom he ironically called his princess, and was even best friends with a young, not-yet vampire queen, Marceline. Tragically, there's little hope for him remembering the happier life he once led.
Please forgive me for whatever I do when I don't remember you.
Wow, I wrote that.
Number 9, The Butterfly Family Secret, Star versus the Forces of Evil.
Festivia. Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
It turns out that Eclipsa Butterfly, the Queen of Darkness and Princess Star's supposed 9th great-grandmother, had a monster hybrid daughter, and yet she does not show up in the Butterfly family scroll.
What did you do with my daughter?
The Butterfly matriarchs hope to squeeze the truth out of the Magic High Commission at Eclipsa's trial, but what they find out is a doozy. Eclipsa's daughter was to inherit the throne, but she was switched at birth with another baby. Having been kept in the dark for so long, Star is horrified to learn that she may not be actual royalty, and that her family stole the throne from its true owner. But would giving it back later really help things? Number 8, Slade's Apprentice, Teen Titans. In Season 2, we get to meet Tara, a superpowered teenage girl who struggles with controlling her abilities.
I know you have trouble controlling your powers, and we can help.
You told him?
I didn't.
You promised. You lied to me! You lied!
She disappears for most of the season before returning to join the Titans, now fully in control of her powers. However, what they don't know is that Tara had a little help from their arch-nemesis Slade. He taught her to control her powers. In exchange, she became his spy to destroy the Titans from the inside.
Which was kind of stupid if you stop and think about it. Why would you go... If they was just willing to help and you felt a little like embarrassed, that's one thing. But just come back and say, if you guys can really help me, I'll let you help me. You feel a little disappointed, maybe a bit betrayed, but then again, he said he didn't tell him. Robin's a sharp tack. He's trained by Batman. He's not stupid. This is Dick Grayson Robin. He's very perceptive. So like for you not to figure that out, you're kind of an idiot. You know what I'm saying? You know who he is. Like at least hear Beast Boy out before you say he lied to you. Bro Ray knew because he's Robin. He has to be very perceptive to his situation since he has no fucking powers. He needs to be a little bit more perceptive than everyone else and to work harder than everyone else because, well, he has no powers. So it makes sense.
It's the truth.
Tara,
Why? Because you could never give her what she needs.
While we don't condone her betraying her friends, try to understand. She was emotionally volatile and desperate, which led her down a path of self-destruction. She eventually makes amends for her sins, but at a heavy cost. Number 7. The Truth About Amon.
She came at a heavy cost, and they cucked the shit out of all of us when she came back, when she didn't really kind of sort of don't remember type nonsense. That shit was wild. Like, that was one of the most weirdest shits that they ever did. It's like, it's left unopened type responses. They just cucked the fuck out of us, and then kind of made her, like, sacrifice, like, kind of, like, pointless. And then what made the sacrifice even more pointless, we don't even know if this chick even remembers or not, if she's pretending. So, like, Jesus Christ, dude. You can't tell. So it was, like, left to interpretation. That shit was ass.
The Legend of Korra. In her early days as the Avatar, Korra found herself up against the mysterious Amon, a revolutionary planning to equalize Republic City by taking away all Bender's bending abilities, thanks to some unknown mystical power.
Your firebending is gone.
However, after learning bits and pieces of his family history, it's revealed that Amon is a bender himself, a bloodbender, and his gift is actually a bloodbending technique that severs bending abilities.
You boys have this power inside of you, and I will teach you to master it.
While his image is a
if you're talking about the show originally that came out in the early 2000s, yeah. If you're talking about the show that came out in the late 2010s, early 2020s, no. Actually, no. Actually, the new show Teen Titans Go just uses the old Teen Titans and DC stuff as a bunch of references. That's it, and just a lot of, yeah. And I think there's a new Teen Titans show, but I don't know if it's even a hit. It just looks really, it looks like it's between extremely cartoony and very for kids. Like, it's not gonna take itself seriously talking about heavy topics or anything like the original. Kind of saw that coming because, well, kids these days can't handle certain things anymore because, well, their parents made them into soft motherfuckers. So it is what it is. So you can't really blame the kids, just blame the parents from that point. Let me see. They kind of shot the bed with Teen Titans Go. Yeah, they did shot the bed. They just used it as a vehicle to, like, you know, get kids to watch but not really understand. Like a bunch of references and DC references, and that's pretty much it. And I guess some Cartoon Network references, because I think they had some Dragon Ball in there once and here and there.
Complete lie, his mission was real. He grew to hate bending after being pushed too hard as a child by his father, and the pressure turned a once innocent kid into a cold and calculating political terrorist.
I told you I would destroy you.
Number 6. Timmy's Secret Wish, The Fairly Odd Parents.
According to the Fairy Council, your history of dangerous wishes makes you the worst fairy god kid ever.
What? Timmy Turner has been put on trial for being the worst godchild in history. After a rocky start, it seems as though Timmy may have finally won the case, until Foop drops a major bombshell. Timmy made an illegal secret wish.
He hasn't made 1,000,000 wishes after all. He's made 1,000,001!
The wish was that everyone would stop aging so he could keep his fairies. And it was made 50 years ago, meaning it's been 5 decades since the very first pilot episode, where Timmy first got Cosmo and Wanda.
Oh, all right. I did make a secret wish. Cosmo doesn't remember granting it because I wished he'd forget.
This was definitely a unique take on the never-aging cartoon characters cliche, but it gets completely swept under the rug and resolved by the end of the episode. Because status quo.
We overturn our previous ruling. You may have your fairies back.
Number 5. Chad is a double agent. Codename Kids Next Door.
What are you doing here?
Chad Dixon, also known as Number 274, was considered the best there is in the Kids Next Door organization, until he supposedly turned traitor in the wake of his 13th birthday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Since then, he became a recurring teenage villain, forming a heated rivalry with Number 1. But had he really betrayed his comrades? In the penultimate episode, it's revealed that Chad was a double agent for the Kids Next Door, and that every time he and Number 1 have clashed, he was secretly helping them from the sidelines. Added adding a new perspective to all of his defeats.
Yeah, right! Trying to send our moon base into the sun really helped us.
Kree was on her way to do the same thing, so I had to stop her. And today I was trying to warn Number Infinity about the teen's trap until you had to come and blow my cover.
As he departs, his loyalty no longer questioned. He leaves his former pupil one last cryptic clue.
There are others. Others that Number 362 doesn't even know about. Higher up than her. Higher up than us teenage operatives.
Number 4, the real Seymour Skinner, The Simpsons.
You're not Seymour Skinner.
Many say this is where The Simpsons began to decline in quality. In the midst of his 20th anniversary, Principal Skinner makes a shocking announcement. He has been lying about his identity.
It's true, I'm an imposter.
In reality, he was a street punk who served in the platoon of the real Seymour Skinner, who became like a mentor to him. When his sergeant was declared dead, the faker ended up living Skinner's life and dreams in honor of his memory. While some twists can be clever, like the mystery of who shot Mr. Burns, this revelation on a well-developed character came out of nowhere, and we were expected to pretend that none of it ever happened afterwards.
My real name is Armin Tamzarian.
Number 3, Mr. Poopy Butthole, Rick and Morty. It's another typical day in the Smith household. Rick and Morty's family finds themselves dealing with shape-shifting parasites that trick them with false memories of wild and zany friends and relatives. So, you know, business as usual.
Would everybody just relax for a second? There's no such thing as an Uncle Steve.
At the end of the episode, one of these strange friends, Mr. Poopy Butthole, pops up again, and Beth shoots him thinking he's just another parasite. But he's no parasite. He's real, and Beth mortally wounds him.
My wife shot a longtime family friend.
Don't worry, Mr. Poopy Butthole survives and becomes a recurring face in the show. Still, this is a hilarious subversion of expectations, and the way it plays out is shocking both in the revelation and how horrifying and intense the reactions feel.
Oh my God!
Do this, Beth. It's not supposed to hurt. I thought. Ooh-wee.
Number 2, the author's identity, Gravity Falls.
What the?
Ever since the series' beginning, one question has been on the minds of Gravity Falls fans. Who wrote the mysterious journal that Dipper found? It turns out that the journal was just one of 3, all chronicled by Grunkle Stan's long-lost twin brother, Stanford Pines.
Is this the part where one of us faints?
Oh, I am so on it, dude.
Ford became obsessed with the supernatural activity surrounding Gravity Falls and wrote down all of his findings in 3 journals, only to leave them behind when he vanished through an interdimensional portal during a quarrel with his twin.
Stanley! Stanley, help me! Oh no, what do I do? Stanley! Stanley! Do something! Stanley!
The real payoff for this revelation was how cleverly hidden the mystery was. A few subtle clues in the background, plus a hilarious misdirection from the show creator himself. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel.
I really wonder if that portal that the real Stan goes through, is it a reference to Stargate?
And ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, the real Rose Quartz, Steven Universe.
I watched the leader of the Crystal Gems Rose Quartz shatter Pink Diamond.
It was believed that Rose Quartz, the loving leader of the Crystal Gems and Steven's mom, shattered Pink Diamond to protect Earth, with a few hints suggesting otherwise.
It's because it doesn't make sense.
In Season 5, however, we learned that Rose didn't shatter Pink Diamond. Rose was Pink Diamond.
What?
She masqueraded as a Rose Quartz to spark up the rebellion, faked her own shattering to end the war, and forced Pearl to keep everything a secret.
What makes matters worse, a lot of Crystal Gems died for no reason then. You allowed a bunch of people to die for no reason. Their deaths was literally for none. So when they thought they was starting a rebellion and trying to free their people, they was just doing absolutely nothing without realizing it. This is why you should be very careful who you follow and who you listen to, because it can lead bad. I'm looking at you, Hassan fans!
She lied to us! She lied about everything!
While While it's touching that Pink gave up her royal status and inspired countless gems to fight for Earth, she lied to her own allies, pulled everyone into the crossfire of her fellow Diamond's wrath, and called everything the crystal gems believed into question.
So, Pink Diamond, huh?
Did we miss any jaw-dropping twists? Let us know in the comments, but give a spoiler warning.
I would love to have tons more adventures with the super cool #1 and his team, but I'm just not a kid anymore.
Alright, so with that said, we're pretty much done at this point. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you guys for coming. I do appreciate it. I wanted to really get some animation stuff done, but I came to realize that I can't zoom in the way I want to. And I have to figure out a workaround on that, but I don't think I'll be able to. Which is annoying, because the most crucial thing I need is to zoom in, like how I'm doing it here, to make it more